it's some things I don't want to waste while we're backstage just shooting the shit with the boys, right? Like I just want to fucking kind of fly off cuff and say some stuff, and I want to make sure we're live for him. So I figured since Coco finally we're at like the next step. We're almost like he's now he's in cliffhanger when they're holding on to like the tips of the glove. That's Coco right now. He's just holding on by a little bit.
I haven't seen that movie, so I'm afraid. Is that where I get saved or is that where I die?
It's the name of the movie is Cliffhanger.
I know. So
You're hanging on by a glove. What do you think is happening?
It's all up to you at this point. It's up to you. Do we save you or just let you fucking fall into the canyon?
In my new house, my internet's better, so I just thought I'd show it off today.
Did you were you a part of the Bitcoin success story?
Yeah, if you want, I can put you in touch with my coach, Donnie.
That's the inside of that house that everyone's buying?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's gorgeous.
Nice.
I am Coach Donnie.
It's funny. Like the reason I wanted to punch it live a few minutes early tonight. Hey, it's the last episode of the year, right? We're not going live next week, right?
I just heard a no. I heard a no call.
I heard a no.
Okay. Because we talked about earlier in the month when I was in Germany, we'd take off and then 2 weeks and then off for the Christmas to New Year's.
Yeah.
So, last episode of the year, the mailman's significant other, she's back home. So typically that means we go 14 hours for an episode. But since Coco's been on, I've been holding this one back and I've just been fucking waiting with him with his lovely Christmas sweater on. I love the sweater. With his fucking mustache going, beautifully groomed. You look fucking amazing right now. And his new background. I just feel like Coco is the uncle that will molest you during Christmas.
Oh no, I'm too busy falling asleep. That was the big reveal.
Yeah, you look like you're ready to molest your niece or nephew with your background. You go on the piano and like you just come up behind. It's like, oh no, you're not touching the keys right. Let me show you really what's going on here.
This is one of those things where you pass it off to other people when it's really what you're thinking about, right?
And 2 minutes in.
Hey, I've offered you so many times to molest me and you keep turning me down.
I can't find it.
You're not his nephew.
Me either. Oh, God. What's up, boys? What's going on? I like the way he came in tonight. Like, I looked up so we sent Christmas cards for the first time since 2019. And I feel like you're in the inside of one of my buddy's houses I was looking up yesterday. He gave me his address. I'm like, oh, let's see what his house is worth now. And I just feel like that's what his living room, family room looks like right now.
Yeah, I'm actually molesting him.
So why are you in this house, Coco? Where's your background?
My house is getting renovated. So I had to get my laptop scrubbed, and so I've lost everything we had saved. So
that's really bad that you're saying you had to get your laptop scrubbed after doing your nieces and nephews.
Because it didn't connect to my smart board. It didn't connect to. That's why. And it's
where were you last week?
It was the touch. The touch didn't work properly. I had to get it fixed.
You really are not. You're really building up the case for me for you being on a sex offender registry in Florida right now with that interior.
That's why Mike went down there. He's got a place for me to stay.
Holy Jesus Christ, Coco. It's great to have you back. You fuck. Okay, so I heard a joke today. I was scrolling reels. I got to throw this one out there. What is a reverse exorcism?
You're putting a demon in somebody? I don't know.
Yeah. Demon seed?
It's when the demon tells the priest to get out of the kid.
Oh my God.
I watched that one during lunch and I fucking was pissing myself in the kitchen. Amanda just looked at me. The same thing. We're on molesting already, so let's go right into priest.
So let's jump right into
Merry Christmas.
We haven't had one of these episodes in a while. We've only dropped a little bit of the Milk and Glory here and there, and we, it's been a while since we touched the Bad Dragons episode. So let's end the year with molestation.
Is that really how we want to go out?
No. And now I don't want to make one of the big reveals tonight after all of this conversation. So
I thought that was the reveal.
I almost went tarpless tonight and threw on the leopard print for it being at the last episode of the year.
You just wanted an excuse.
But that could be the New Year show.
Oh, that is a good one. That is a good one.
All
right, let's 8 o'clock. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bring It. Last episode of the year of 2023. I can't believe we've been on air for 3 fucking years at this point. 160 episodes, 190 episodes, whatever it is. Been a long time. And Dustin, what did you call them when we took the week off and we did the donations for V's party? The Bring It Nation?
The Bring It Nation, yeah. Bring It Podcast
Binners.
Nation.
Binners?
Or do we want to call them the Binners?
The Beaners?
Bring It Nation.
Nope.
All right, the Binners.
We had a good thing.
Soft eye.
We had it, and then you just...
I ruin it. I ruin most things. The bin? Like the bins.
Ooh,
The sin bin?
Welcome to the bin.
Welcome to the bin. We do need a name for the 30 people who listen to us on
We have
Tuesdays.
the next 3 years. We have to figure that out.
Yeah,
The
we got 3
idiots.
years. We got plenty of time.
I like the idiots, but that wasn't well received when I did a little market testing. So, Dustin, baby, what's happening? What you drinking?
Tonight I have another assortment of polar seltzer waters. So I've got I'm going ginger mule right now. Then I've got the orange vanilla and the pomegranate. I'm trying to be good here. It's the
I
off
did
season.
notice a
We have
pen.
we have to work out a little bit, allegedly.
Oh.
Depend, but yeah. We're
Coco, what non-alcoholic drink are you drinking tonight? Welcome back to the show.
Thanks. I'm drinking a Mandarin Orange Hannaford Seltzer.
I'm so
Thanks.
glad. I'm so glad it's a Tuesday night. Mailman, what's sweet tea? We just straight sweet tea. Arnold Palmer in it. What are we doing, Mailman?
Arnold Palmer tonight.
I like that.
Mhm.
Have you tried it with the bubbles yet? Have you thrown a little bit of the seltzer that Coco and D Money are throwing in for
I'm
effervescence?
not a big seltzer person. I don't like it.
It's starting strong.
wow.
It
Yeah,
gives me real bad heartburn.
Boys.
the carbonation.
Yeah, it's weird.
Bubbles.
That and Sprite are the only 2 sodas that give it to me.
Sprite is like super. I feel like Sprite is one of the worst.
Yeah,
Like if you haven't had a Sprite in a long time and you're going, because I love a Sprite.
yeah,
You go and sip a Sprite, you're like, holy shit, and you just start instantly burping from
Yeah.
one sip. I'm like, what is happening here?
yeah.
Sprites are legit. Sprites are legit. I like Sprite. Sprite it's also a good mixer when you're making jungle juice.
Mhm.
Well,
What non-alcoholic do you have tonight?
stop it. Tuesday night is no longer like Monday. Didn't drink. Tomorrow, not going to drink. Thursday, won't drink either. So my drinking nights are now Thursday and a little bit on the weekend. So I've got us covered tonight. I have approximately 60 ABVs around me.
Okay.
I've got a Japanese stout that's about a 10er. I've got an imperial stout that's a 13. I've got a double IPA. I'm finishing a sour. Boys, I had a couple Mai Tais before the show.
It's a
Here we
heavy
go.
night.
So you will be tarps off at some point on this Tuesday night.
Yeah, I am gonna. What's your next one? I'm gonna advise to go with the 13.
I'm going with the
13.
espresso stout from Japan next.
Okay.
Is that like
It is
coffee?
from- Yes, espresso is coffee. Yes.
Ugh. Coffee beer.
How the
I
fuck
bet it's
did
so
you end
good.
up on
Really-
this podcast?
It's really nice as a stout. I have to say, it's very nice as a
I
stout.
can't. Those heavy beers taste like dirt to me.
It's like
That sounds like
those are the
delicious.
ones I love. Yeah, delicious dirt. Yeah, I just love the heavy beers. That's why I have to stop drinking them.
Yeah. Might have had too many stouts at my
Look
house.
at that. That
for
looks
the Christmas
sick.
party.
Look at that head.
That looks phenomenal.
That looks
I
very
would,
nice.
yeah.
How many
that was-
percent alcohol is that?
Hidachino Nest.
What
It's got to
percent?
be 10 plus, I would say.
No, this is small. It's only 7%. You know how the
Oh,
Japanese
that's
are. They're
not-
small
that's not
people.
bad.
Yeah, 7%'s nothing.
Does that have to
However-
blur off part of the logo too, like Japanese other things?
Yeah, there's a little pubic hair here. I've got nightmares on nightmares on nightmares from Kettlehead. That's an 11.9.
Okay, nice.
And then you know what, boys? If we're still going and I'm out of beer, I'll go back there and I'll go grab a bottle of bourbon and we'll have a fucking night. Like we're good.
Woo.
Oh boy,
It was,
no, this is
it was a little cold here today. I could use some of that bourbon. It was in the 40s today.
Iguanas falling from trees.
It might
Frozen.
have been in the It might have been in the 40s here.
Yeah, it was like 41, 42. 60 yesterday.
did Florida cancel school is what I need to know. You know how the fucking South, it's like, oh, it's below 50. I need my fucking winter hat and gloves. Yeah, mailman's on parent duty right now. Crystal's home, but
Somebody that's
she's
not
like,
somebody
you're on
that's-
here for 3 hours. You're still parenting, motherfucker. Well, speaking of parenting, you know, as we move from how we started the show, one of the big announcements here. June 2024, there's going to be a baby girl row in the universe. Amanda and I are pregnant.
Nice.
We're gonna have a baby
Hey.
girl in June.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
It's appreciate you, thank you. It's been something that I've been kept pretty close to the vest here for the last month or so. We're about 14 weeks today. Kind of why I've been a little pulled back since really, you know, mid-November. So we're gonna have a baby girl, and it's basically going to be between softball and broadcasting at this point, I think. Yeah.
Girls are the best, man.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm kind of excited to be a girl dad. Like,
Mhm.
I'm flamboyant as it is.
Yeah.
I'm super jealous of that. Like, I don't know how to deal with a baby girl, but like, I always wanted to buy them all the coolest shit. So I have no nieces in my family. So your daughter is going to get all the cool dresses that I see when I'm out. This is not helping this isn't helping from the earlier comment.
Yeah, this is not. Yeah,
Huh.
he's gonna dress that girl up. Like, here you go. Oh,
I have to go dark, I think, the rest of this episode.
yeah. Or turn the lights down in the house.
Wait, I've been joking. I'm like, fuck, my Manny and Petty bills are gonna go way up. Like Amanda and I are trying. We need to get our nails done before the holidays. I've been unpainted for two and a half weeks now. It's awful. But like, you know, I can't wait for this baby girl to come, and we need to go find stilettos. Like, and maybe I'll finally find a pair of stilettos for myself to walk around the house in. It's gonna be great.
Future.
So,
It's only
It's
fair.
the best and worst thing that will ever happen to you.
Stilettos.
Kids,
Oh.
in general.
Kids, yeah.
It's awesome and it sucks. It's a big ball of yeah. But you're gonna love it. You're gonna be a really good dad. I'm excited for you.
I appreciate it. I'm very excited about it. It was obviously a surprise since we just bought a new Jeep, like a 2-door. Like, we had talked about it for a while, and here we go. We got a baby girl coming on the way. Can't wait. And the baby's healthy. We got the test results back on Sunday. You know, all the major genetic screenings, all negative. Everybody's healthy. Amanda's healthy. So
Awesome.
really fucking excited. So it's pretty cool. We're gonna be parents, and it's scary as shit, but you know, at the same point, it's gonna be fun. So
They're pretty resilient as babies, though.
Yeah.
I
Like,
hear
they
you can drop
fall-
them.
Yeah, you can drop. You
Frowned
can
upon,
drop
but
them, and
they
it's fine,
bounce.
and they'll be fine.
And hey, I think the bigger part, congrats on the sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice work, buddy.
That
One for
quarterly
one.
sex really fucking went through that time.
You're 1 for 1, fertile.
Well, maybe 1 for 2, maybe
1 for 1.
whatever.
Let's not lie to
Way back
ourselves.
when.
On accident.
You're a softball player. You hit 1,000.
Sure did.
That's all the internet sees.
Yeah.
No, but it's we're excited. We told Amanda's parents after Thanksgiving. We told my parents when we were in Germany, and we got the ultrasound up on the fridge now, so it's pretty pretty fucking cool. So
Did you guys did you do the blood work to find out the gender, or did you do the
Yes.
That's
No, we just
crazy,
did-
huh?
It's wild. So we took the blood work. So we got it back Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
We had, when did we get the last Tuesday? So last Monday, the 11th was when we got back from Germany, and we jumped right in. We had our appointment, our next appointment with the first ultrasound, which I got to tell you, all three of you are fathers, and all the parents out there listening. That first ultrasound is the craziest shit in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. It is.
Like, and
When
the
you can
heartbeat
hear
coming
when you
through.
can hear the heartbeat, it's like you're like,
Oh.
holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so this
awesome.
is real.
So
yeah,
it was funny. So we walked in the ultrasound room, and I didn't, we walk in, Amanda lays on the table, right? They got the thing on her stomach. And so Amanda's laying here. The ultrasound machine's like here, I'm sitting here. But it's in a sense where like Amanda can't see the ultrasound machine, and I'm looking at it. And Amanda's looking just, up top towards the ceiling, and she's like holding my hand, and she's like, "Oh my God, look at that. Look at that." And I'm like, I'm looking at the machine. I'm like, I know you can't see this screen. How the fuck do you know what's going on? So finally, after about like 10 minutes of the ultrasound going on, I look to my left. I thought she had a mirror on the ceiling looking at the machine. No, there's a fucking TV in the corner of the room so she can look. I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot. I thought she was just making shit up. Yeah.
They let the dads see, but not the moms that are like,
Yeah.
they're like,
Fucking
dads,
dummy.
dads, you did it. Congratulations. Look at what you did. That is you. That's your sperm right there.
And I looked at her and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't realize you've been watching the same thing I'm watching for the last whatever, She's like, you're a fucking moron. So,
how about the
no,
stuff that they put on like for an ultrasound, like that jelly stuff?
The goo.
Yeah, what the hell is that goo?
I think it's ultrasound goo.
It's
that's
ultrasound goo.
official
Is that the
name.
official name? They're just like, and they're like,
That's the
what is
sound
that
it
shit
makes.
doing? Like, what is that shit doing? Somebody
I
in the
don't know.
comments, tell us what that shit's doing.
ultrasounds are like I've seen ultrasounds. Like when I was in hockey, I saw like ultrasounds of like knee or whatever, stuff like that. Like, and you've seen YouTubes of it. Like seeing it in person and like how they do it, dude. I know I'm going out on a limb here. Medicine is wild. It's pretty.
Yeah,
cool.
it's way-
I don't think you're going out on a limb.
No, no. Way beyond my understanding.
Yeah.
I think it was funny. People were asking me like, "What do you want, a girl or a boy?" I'm like, I honestly don't care. I wanted a boy, just for the road name to continue on another generation. Outside of that, I didn't give a flying fuck. But if we had a boy, awesome. It'd be a little J-Ro. If we had a girl, I don't know. Fucking half the time I meet people new, they're like, "Are you gay?" So I'm pretty fucking feminine as it is, anyway. Like I don't give a shit.
That's a normal question. Coco, he's not gay? No,
He doesn't love the.
I don't think so. He hits on me, but I don't think he's gay.
But it's funny because like Amanda, we've been talking, and obviously, but it's like, all right, this is perfect. I'm gonna teach our baby how to cook, how to take care of shit in the kitchen, like do all that. Because Amanda doesn't do any of that, but Amanda can do shit with her hands. Like she can build shit, she can take care of like home improvement shit. I'm like, perfect, Amanda. So essentially, I'm gonna be the mother minus the boobs and the vagina, and Amanda's gonna be
Minus the
the
vagina.
father minus the dick. Although one could say I'm a fat Irishman. Her anatomy might be bigger than mine. I can't wait for the text to come through from her.
Oh,
being like,
boy.
Are you fucking kidding me? I just never want my daughter to find out my name of being Big Boy J-Ro, because that YouTube, that Google search is never going to be good for her.
Dad, what's a dragon?
Nope.
There goes
So I
that.
hear-
There goes that massage table that you were thinking of.
Oh, yeah. Now
It's
we have
called
to
the
pay
Milk
for
and
things.
Glory.
Glory, that's gone.
That's going to be the fucking kid's college fund. That Milk and Glory is going to take off and be her
What-
fucking college fund.
Yeah, once it gets off the ground, like it's been a year or two.
Just needs
as
legs,
an
that's
idea. As an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone's gonna,
So.
make a schematic of it, and we'll get going on it.
I mean, we have a lot of napkin drawings of it one day. One
Well,
day
now
this
that we-
anonymous sex is really going to work out for everybody.
Amanda's the one that can put it together. You just said so. Really, we're waiting on her.
She's not getting behind it as much as I would like. Both literally and figuratively. So that's a nice way to close out 2023. We're gonna have a baby girl next year, and really looking forward to it. So it's crazy. You guys have, all three of you, been through this, and y'all know what the fuck is going through your heads. So but like, I think back to, like, Dustin, you and I have had conversations in the past, and being like, you just, everything goes out the window and you figure shit out as it goes along.
Yeah, you can kind of like try to plan for what's going to happen, but it's more of like you got to just react pretty much.
Yeah.
There can be a plan, but the kid is not, the expectations just need to be kind of limited.
The kid doesn't give a fuck about your plan.
Right, exactly.
Plan A is always going to end up Plan F, as in you're fucked.
Nice thing is, my niece, who just turned 12 in November, she's already planning out her college breaks to come up and babysit for us.
Oh,
Like,
perfect.
all right.
You're back.
Wonderful.
You never left.
There you go.
Yeah, so like we get a spring break, we get Christmas break, thanks. Like, so she's going to give us a couple vacations a year, which is great.
Yeah, my sister is 10 years younger than me, so it worked in my favor too with the
Oh,
kids.
love that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That is. So how do you maximize this potential? Like, where your sister, where does she live? She in Connecticut?
Yeah, she's in Connecticut. Yeah.
So it was great when you guys lived up there. Is she flying down to Florida now during breaks?
No,
You got to make that
no,
happen.
they're going back to Connecticut on the 26th till like the 4th.
Okay.
I'm staying home to work.
Well, someone's got to deliver those packages.
Yeah. I was gonna
It's
try
just-
and go home for New Year's, but it's too expensive just to go home for a couple of days.
It's
Mhm.
stupid.
Yeah.
You can go to Europe for the same price.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was like $700 to go home for like 3 days.
You can just have them watch this. It's like they're hanging out with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jump on StreamYard and be in Corey's fucking molesting living room.
I'm gonna put it out there, and usually I'm pretty quiet, but I have this big reveal that I look at my new house, and you come over the top with, I'm having a baby. Like, you couldn't even let me have that one thing.
You got that. It's like your Facebook got hacked, and there's a $13,000 check with that fake house too, just like TV.
Yeah.
That's on its way.
Now, do we need to put out a PSA? If somebody messages you on Facebook Messenger and said, "Hey, what's your cell phone?" and they already have your cell phone number,
Yeah.
don't respond
Uh-huh.
or text them.
Yeah. So the dude who was hacking TBs, I was messing with him for like probably a good 2 days on Facebook Messenger, sending the messages back and forth to TB. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I asked that person. I said, "Didn't we just go over this? You're not TB. Are you TB? You need a bark." Nothing.
Yeah.
This person is fucking wild. But he's nailing a lot of people on our Facebook friend lists.
Yeah,
both of us.
He's succeeding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that one of the kids up from New Hampshire, Massa. I think it's he messaged me, "What's your number?" I never talked to him before. Let me
Woj?
see. No, let me hold on.
Grand Mason.
Yeah, I just got one from
Yeah.
Woj.
Grand
Softball
Mason
players are
going.
stupid. We have talked about this.
Everyone's buying into the Bitcoin.
Yep.
Vandy hit me up, and I'm
Ryan
like, I almost texted him.
Ryan Crowley. He's up in
Oh.
your area, right?
Got that one before too.
Yeah. What's your cell number? I don't even know. I've talked to you about bats before. That's it.
This is also the reason why I'm staying the fuck off Facebook Messenger a little bit. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I had 2 guys today wanting to know if I wanted jerseys.
Yeah, we
Wow.
got some of those too. We get those all the time.
Oh,
The random people who are
The
gonna make us
Pakistanis?
new- Yeah.
Those
we'll
are
get-
instant deletes.
yeah, we get like one a day. Oh, it used to be one a day. It depends on like what video's doing well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We'll get one a day. Sometimes we'll get like a few a week. Usually it's at least 2 a week.
Yeah, I went in
Oh.
and deleted all of them. I'm deleting all. So if you're out there and
Oh.
you're listening, which you're not, I'm just deleting them. I'm not even reading them.
Yeah, I don't read them.
Dear
So-
sir or madam, I just want to
you're
respond and be
out.
like, tell us
So-
what's our podcast about, you cunts? Like, that's it.
That's how I get through my poops. I read all of those.
Oh man.
It's been light reading
Then
recently.
they start sending you like pictures of like jerseys you can buy at fucking Kmart. It's like these are terrible.
I've seen teams show up at Worlds with a Hanes white T-shirt and Sharpie on the back that look better than what these guys are going to produce.
Yeah.
That was 1 year. No, that was definitely 1 year.
That was tough.
But yeah, so it's, you know, I don't know. I just feel like this is our. We always fucking. I don't know. Me especially. You know, I've dove into mental health and everything. We've all been on this journey together for so many years. So, you know, big life events. Wanted to share that with the bins. I wanted to share that within the bin.
Is it the
Oh, I
bin?
like-
The
the
binners?
bin.
Sin bin.
No, like the binners is going to get me in trouble.
Yeah. And you can't be doing that now with one on the way. You gotta go from a 13 to a 12. Not I'm not saying you have to be under a 10. A
It's
12.
funny. Amanda and I, we were talking about it recently about the pod and some of the shit I say on here and the character I play. Is it a character? It's pretty much me, I guess. I don't know. I try to say it's a character. And I mean, it's like, yeah, there's definitely been some fucking things you said on here. And it's like my father fucking listens. Like my father-in-law used to listen. I think he doesn't listen Tuesday nights anymore. He just checks out the broadcasts. And I don't know. Definitely made one too many sexual, not even innuendos, just made sexual references.
I don't know, but he probably loves it, to tell you the truth. He probably thinks it's the greatest thing ever.
About his daughter?
Yeah, I
No,
don't know if it's
but
about
like-
his daughter.
Not about his daughter, but like the other crazy shit you say.
Well,
I think it's
when I was
hilarious.
stripping for this girl I used to fuck, like he probably doesn't love that one either.
One time I was shooting ropes 4.5 feet before the big one came out. It's like, Jesus,
That's
man.
a
It's
lie.
like, Jesus, can you fucking stop? I measured it one time back in college. I took in, it was like when Barry Bonds would hit his home runs. I took into account the trajectory, like it hit the fucking desk. Like, so we were at a solid 7 feet where it hit the desk. I then took into consideration the trajectory, the arc that it was falling, where it would have hit. Oh, my prostate was in good shape back then. Is that what helps you come? The prostate? Is that what shoots it?
I'm not a doctor.
I'm not. Yeah, no, I don't know. I think if you shoot more, isn't it? If you shoot more than 4 feet, you have to see a doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. So, anyway, yeah,
What's the world
welcome
record
to
on
the
that
pod.
I'll look
What do you
that
think
up
the
and get
world,
back to you.
yeah, can we get the world record on that? That'd be fucking amazing.
I would
'Cause Gerald
love to
might have
know. Well, like, didn't you guys like
You gotta
when,
be
like
close.
when you went on when you were on trips for you know, either whether it be in your band, sporting events, like we used to hold our piss in, and we'd show up to the locker room and see who could piss the furthest away from the urinal, right? Like, I mean, I used to be able to be a solid 6.5 to 7 feet away from the urinal and fucking hammer it easy. Like,
Oh, then
am I
that-
the
then-
only
then
one?
This is lining up. This is lining up. I don't know. I don't know that I ever did that.
Really?
Yeah, I think we were just like we'd stop at like a gas station or something. There'd be one bathroom, so it's not like this big race of
Boys,
competition.
Like a
Breaking
communal
news.
shower back in the day when you were playing sports was the greatest thing ever.
I was not jizzing on people in the shower. No,
We're not talking. We're talking pissing.
I try not to piss on people too. I wasn't a hockey player like you.
Oh wow. Okay, I guess I'm.
No, that's a
Ugh.
hockey player thing because they were in my. Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone. Yeah, he said one thing too many.
Oh my! Did he kick himself out?
Yeah,
No, he's just spinning.
yeah.
Uh,
No, in PE we would shower after. Oh boy,
Doubling up.
and the hockey
my
players
God,
would
how did
joke
this
about
happen?
pissing on each other after practice, and I'm like, you guys are fucked.
So more and
yeah.
I, yeah, me and Josh used to piss on each other if we, in the locker room,
No,
piss
oh,
down on the thing, get it
uh-uh.
on each other's shoes. No,
Oh
Now you're just ruining shoes. No, they were
Yeah.
pissing on each other's
I know,
bodies.
yes.
oh,
R. Kelly style.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I do have the data we were looking for, gentlemen.
all right. So what's the world
Go.
record on this?
Let's take some bets.
Oh God.
I'm gonna
All
say.
right, so I mean,
I'm gonna say 9.5 feet.
Okay.
no, it's double digits.
9.5 feet isn't that
Dude,
far
yeah.
from double digits.
I know, but yeah, that's
That's a confident double digit. You just said.
I shot easy 8.25
it's
when I was
Allegedly.
fucking 20 years old.
Allegedly, though.
it's not 20, right? We're not talking 20.
I'm thinking 12.5 to 13.25.
All right. So on the messages, someone's saying 17
gonna-
and a half, mailman's 9.5, J-Ro 13-ish,
12 and a quarter, I think.
12 and a
Well,
quarter,
let's go
13.25.
12.9 inches.
12.9, 12,
Yeah.
12.9 inches.
So 12 and 9
Like nine-
tenths.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ. We're not in the metric
12.9.
system. Give me out of 12.
Give me
I'm gonna go
12 and
5/6.
14 sixteenths. 12 and 14
14
sixteenths.
sixteenths. That's not how inches were. Fuck you.
Does it
Yes, it is.
does it say where the results were recorded?
Ooh,
Russia.
Oh,
Way
different then.
Look, I'll do the other part of the research
No.
afterwards.
I'm gonna go with 14.25.
Okay.
Okay.
The gallery is closest with the 17.5 guess, and we're doing this Price is Right style without going over.
That's
Whoa.
crazy.
What is it?
18 feet, 9 inches, with an ejaculation speed of
There's an exit below?
42.7 miles per hour.
No
That shit
Holy
is
shit.
going straight through and out the anus if that is happening inside of a person.
That's harder than some E guys can hit it.
That's harder than I can throw the ball.
Yeah, that ball doesn't need a cutoff in the third.
Wait,
Holy Christ.
That's wild. Yeah,
And
I
it's
can't throw
on
it.
the
I can't
internet,
throw it
so
that
I
fast.
trust it.
Either.
That could
Overhand.
shoot a hole in the wall.
And the
that is a
longest
fucking load.
sperm cell of any organism is
No.
5.8 centimeters when uncoiled,
The fuck.
which
That
is
means-
20
my
times
dick?
larger than the length of the male of that species.
Wait, so the longest fucking load was that by a human?
It's a man named Horst Schultz. Oh no,
Wait.
you're talking about the no, it wasn't. It's it's Drosophila bifurca. It's a fruit fly. Holy shit, it's a fruit
Oh,
fly.
Hold on. We're talking about human men. We're talking about men shooting fucking loads here. We're not talking about
That
fruit
was-
flies.
Okay, well, a fruit fly can shoot a sperm that is 5.8 centimeters long. So we need to
That's
bring that
great.
into the consideration.
But I
Yeah,
tell you
it's
what,
a
the
guy named
$25
Horst
you're going to pay
Schultz.
on the corner is not going to get you shooting 18 and a half feet.
We got to ask. Emily Morse had it on X with Horst Schultz. So
Jesus Christ.
So that was the man that shot it at over 40 miles
that
per hour.
You're giving,
That's
imagine you're
insane.
fucking getting a fucking blowy and somebody pulls out a pocket.
Dude! Dude, you could, yeah, you're gonna. Yeah, in that instance, whoever's giving that blowy is getting like I feel like they're getting hurt.
You're going to be in concussion protocol.
Like 40 plus. Like what's going on here?
orgasms,
That's gonna hurt somebody.
ejaculates in a day by a male is 16.
Wow.
That had to
Oh,
have been
for
some kid that
16.
just hit puberty.
Dude.
That hurts. Like, I think my most in a day is probably 8.
I mean, that's
8. That seems like a lot to me as well.
yeah.
I mean, like when you're homesick some days, or like you're just like unemployed in your early 20s, like you're a little rotund, a little heavier. You're in a new city, or maybe some days you're just playing video games. You just want to jerk off a lot. Like 8, and by like the 5th, I usually found by the 5th time of jerking off during the day, there's not much satisfaction. It's just you're doing it for the repetition.
It's a
of it.
chore.
It's a lot like going to the gym. By the 5th time in a week,
not.
it's just a lot. So
You go
like,
to the gym 5 times in a day.
yeah, no, 5 times
TV.
in a week.
Yeah.
5 times in a week going to the gym's a lot. So I felt like jerking off 5 times was kind of my limit. I usually found 3 to 5 was kind of like the right number to end it.
Yeah. I think 3. I think 3 is the most I've ever.
I
Start
fucking
shaking.
shared this episode on my
capped out
fucking
at
personal
3.
page.
Yeah, and 8 seems like a lot. And it has not. It has not no similarity between going to the gym.
No.
None.
16 times in a day. Like, how do you jerk? Like,
Yeah,
all
that's a
right,
lot.
I'm off. I am off the week of Christmas to New Year's. I'll give it a shot.
You're gonna go for the world record.
I'll give it a shot. I don't know if it'll happen. I just feel like
Hey.
that feels a lot of work. Like, that's
Guinness
a lot
has
of
that,
hot.
which
That's a
means
lot of hot wife fucking scroll.
someone
So-
had to check these off to verify that they were happening.
So
A
do you
neighbor's
think
not doing that for you, and I'm definitely not driving over to do that. I'm more than likely not driving over to do that.
I'll just be on. I'll be on chat roulette.
So are you going to go for the 18 as well? The 18.
No, I don't have that
9 inches. You
anymore.
think you can do? You don't have that.
I'm
projectile
42
anymore?
years old. I'll tell you, I could probably still hit a solid 6 feet.
Is that
What do you think-
throwing
what do you
most
think-
of it though?
I can't throw that far.
Most of it with the
Dude,
hand.
Yeah, and yeah. What do you think your exit velo is?
Again, now at my
Not
age,
40.
I'm definitely low. Well, that was always the fun part about jerking off was when you had to fucking like dodge the dart. It's like, ooh, got my shoulder. Thank God. I didn't need that on my chin.
Dodge the dart.
You've never played dodge the dart? That's
No.
always when you knew you had a great shoot.
Oh my god!
I didn't plan it.
I didn't play dodge the dart either.
No, no, I did
Dodge-
not.
I can't get
Like I
that
said,
shit.
hockey players are fucked up.
It wasn't like I was playing it. I just knew it was building up nice, and when the fucking shit released, my father walked in on me once when I was 14. That was fun.
Do you think you lost most of your best distance and highest speeds to a sock?
Oh, it definitely
Never
happened.
used a sock.
Like, do you think that was probably when you were at your peak? Was yeah.
No, I was probably my peak. My peak was definitely when I shot that one back in college at about 8.5 feet.
And you
that
thought
was
that
my
was-
peak.
Yeah, and you were coming in here like, this is that's a long way.
Right.
8.5
That guy
feet
just-
is
he-
long.
They put a whole basketball
Ten-
hoop between
yeah.
you and them.
They dunked on that 8.5 feet.
They dunked.
She even mentioned something. She's like, Jesus Christ, thank God I wasn't in the way of that one. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good one. I don't know.
I love the
Nowadays, it's exit velo is probably like 13.5. It's not great. It's probably like it's a tie
Coming in
Porter
underhand.
pitch. Yeah, like that's it.
Are you getting the 3-foot arc at least?
Obviously, I'm
All right.
getting at least. I'm probably hitting that 4 foot. I'm on the verge of it being called flat. Shit.
But it works.
But
That's what you now
my
know. It works.
My poor kitchen and the couple that lives behind us, they're gonna be seeing me in my living room just standing up fucking like this. Measuring it. Snides is like, what the fuck did we get into? We have another big reveal tonight, and all we're doing is talking about jerking off.
Yeah, what a good lead in it's going to be, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
how do we segue out of this? Woo.
we're gonna take a quick. We're gonna make a little buffer zone here.
Speaking about hitting balls hard.
Waddy used our code. Waddy used our code to buy himself a New Balance bat. Balance Louisville Slugger. So thanks to Waddy. BIP21. Use that code. Also, I saw something in the comments about a Corey Challenge Cup 2024.
Yeah, I'm not going.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Great
it's,
talk.
yeah.
Great
Yeah,
talk.
it's
All right.
Caleb. Caleb keeps trying to get me to go. I said I didn't know what they call play, so I don't think that's really fair. That's it.
That wouldn't be the first time somebody on a C Challenge Cup hasn't played.
Well, did you see some of the comments that were on one of the Facebook pages today? Was talking about like their directors were saying you didn't play in this tournament, you couldn't go, whether it was states or what. Which
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
That's what
Yeah.
happened last year. We wanted Drag, and he hadn't played in a certain amount of tournaments, or
Yeah.
didn't play, or wasn't on a U-Trip team, so he wasn't allowed to go.
I think that makes
Mhm.
sense.
Yeah.
I like that. Like, if you're going to be on the Challenge Cup, I feel like you should have played softball at the tournament level.
Mhm.
But you trip tournaments.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's their tournament.
Yeah.
You should play.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just like how it should be for the fucking Worlds, you should have played in X amount of
Yeah.
tournaments to
But,
go
I
instead
mean-
of just one.
Maybe not for the senior stuff, but for the normal Challenge Cup, yeah.
Seniors, is different.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
can't imagine it's. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Because I know I think it was Rhode Island last year had like 4 dudes that hadn't played softball in like 3 or 4 years go down.
Rhode Island's senior team last year was fucking awesome,
Mm-hmm.
and we had the Hawk on here, Dan Hawkins, and I loved it. I love what he did. You know, he had a
Mhm.
couple guys that played at a pretty high level, and they played major because of those guys.
Yeah.
And then they had guys that just played in fucking Cranston and Warwick and all
Mhm.
that shit, and I loved it. And
Yeah.
they finished what, second or third?
I think third.
Yeah, like that was awesome. Like
Mhm.
that, I'm agreeing with senior. Go for it. Like that's
Yeah.
fucking awesome. The EDCB major shit, you should play U-Trip.
I mean, I love the Challenge Cup thing, but it's getting a little strung out.
How do you mean?
I mean, Connecticut should not have 235 and over, or 240 and over teams. 40 and
What?
over, sorry. They have 240 and over teams.
Why?
I don't know.
You wanna explain
So
this?
They have
Yeah.
a blue and I think they have a blue and a red. And they're both playing rec, I'm pretty sure. Mm-hmm.
You sure about that?
Yeah, look
So-
on the teams. Look on the Challenge
No,
Cup.
I know it was. the
so how
meme.
how,
Like,
how does
sure
this get
about that.
fixed though?
What
How
the
does this get
fuck?
fixed?
You can only have
Because I-
one. You can only have one team. If you're not asked to play, boo-hoo.
Right.
Right.
And
You get the best 40-year-old player to pick the team, or whoever's sponsoring the team, whoever's going to put out the money.
see,
one
and
fucking
that's
team.
that's where it comes down to. It's no longer objective; it's subjective. You know what I mean?
We're not Connecticut's not a big enough state to have 240 and over teams. We don't even have
No.
40 and over
Right.
tournaments. I tried to run 40 and over tournaments. I couldn't even get enough teams. So you're telling me there's 2 teams that go to the Challenge Cup? Fuck off.
I mean,
Yeah,
I think
I see it.
Yeah.
we got
I
into it
love this hatred.
last year a lot about those states that have 2 teams, and we were trying to find that cutoff when you're a state like California.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sure. You're a bigger
But yeah,
state.
Connecticut's not big. You're right.
Yeah, no.
Right, because all that's saying is that you can have
Two C teams.
2C, 2D, and
Yeah.
2E for
No.
sure.
That's not the point of the Challenge
Yeah.
Cup. It's supposed to be a invitation prize all-star tournament.
Yeah. So do you think that is because certain people are being asked to, or not even being asked? They might be asking their director, "Hey, can I run this team?"
100%. Look at
It's not
No
the
offen-
director who's
no
at-
offense. I'm going to be crushing Connecticut here, but no offense. But look at their D team. They don't even have the best D players on their D team.
All right, so
Right.
say it out.
I mean-
Who's the D team?
I don't know.
Where's
The
that
roster's
roster?
not online. You got to. I saw it on Facebook. I don't remember
Yeah.
where I saw
Well,
it, but
That
like
D team should be good.
from Connecticut.
Yeah, of course it should.
Yes,
No shot, bro. That's not even the best
No.
D players in the state.
but I'm telling you,
No,
the
just
D team
in
from
general.
Connecticut should be good.
A D,
Oh,
yeah,
should be. Yeah.
Yes.
I could
Yeah.
put together a D team right now without even fucking thinking of it from
Mhm.
Connecticut. That would be fucking legit.
I asked JB before I moved if I could run the C or the B team, and I'm doing it my way or no way. But people don't want. People would rather go to Winter Worlds right now than go to the C or B challenge.
Yeah.
Cup. So
I have heard that. I mean, I saw on the Making Softball Great Again
mhm.
page, they dropped the Ohio C team, and like I think they said that they asked. There was a dozen people that they asked that said they couldn't go. Like a lot
Yeah.
of the Amish kids were not going.
Mhm.
So I mean that does play into it, and yeah, I mean, this tournament, if it's
Well-
not the best of the best players in that category, then it kind of starts to diminish what the tournament is.
If you
And
can
then people are like,
If
why
you
do-
can
why
get
do I
on
wanna go?
Facebook and find whatever the D Connecticut team is,
Yeah.
you'll agree with me. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, even our buddy over at Softball is Uncensored, Evan Hardy, might be cute, might delete later. He even posted on his page, like,
Mhm.
who thinks they should be on the Challenge Cup team and wasn't even asked. Like,
Yeah.
I get it. It's a lot of people saying shit, but like, it's a good thing. Like, think about it. It is, and Hickey was on here 2 years ago saying it is buddy ball.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, because ultimately someone has to run the teams, and Hickey has also come on here and said that from a director standpoint, the tournament it's just they don't get anything for it. You know what I mean? The directors, it's just like, so at that, and then you have on the flip side, people are just going to be pissed off because you didn't pick them. It's like, well, now it's like, no, I don't even want to do this. Like, if you want to do it, that's great. You can make the team. I think that's probably what you're seeing a lot of directors do.
But that's not what it should be.
It's not. It's not. But I mean, I don't think out of all these teams, how many directors do you think are directly involved?
Not a lot.
I would say Hickey is probably
I'd say 20,
in New
20%.
England. Hickey is the one in the area.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, when you get to the tournament, out of all those teams, maybe 20% of the directors.
I bet you that's pushing it.
Yeah,
20% seems a lot.
I know.
so it's not a director's cut or
Yeah.
whatever it's got. A
But
company.
there's two guys that I'm thinking of in New Hampshire for the D team that we wanted to come, that we wanted to play, and they can't. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, like, or actually, no, there's more. There's three off the top of my head. I'm sure there's probably a couple more, but like, there's guys that were asked that can't come. Like, it's also tough. Like, you just got done taking off all this time for softball during the year. Now, your wives, girlfriends, significant others hate you. And then it's like, hey, I'm going to go down for January. Like, some of us are going for January. Some people go January and February.
Mhm.
People down south, you're playing every fucking weekend, a weekend
Yeah.
away. So, like, who gives a fuck about a Challenge Cup?
I don't know. I think it's going to lose its juice a little bit.
Is it there? Is it already there?
It's getting there.
I'd say it probably is. I mean, again, I've always been on the side of each state should have one team,
Mhm.
regardless of size. Like, if you can get the best players, get the best players
per division.
per division. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think that 24-hour tournament they did when they brought it back was probably about as close as to awesome as you could get. Yeah, it sucks playing at fucking 3 o'clock in the morning if you're a women's D team.
Yeah,
But,
the women
like,
always get the ass end of that stick.
They got shafted, and we got
Mhm.
called out for it because we didn't post something on IG. Like, I was up at 3 o'clock in the morning fucking broadcasting a stream I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
Allegedly. But like that, I think when I'm looking at it this year, and obviously I play D, so I'm going down D, and it's D and E.
Mhm.
It kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I'm actually not happy about it. I'm happy. I mean, I'm very excited. I have the ability to play in Challenge Cup finally and go down and be a part of it. Like, I'm really looking forward to that. It sucks that I'm not going to be down there when there's the fucking C, the women's C, the
Mhm.
majors, everybody in between, because, like, I don't know, especially after the World Series. Like, but I just want to see all my fucking people play, and especially where you can't broadcast anymore. Like, it sucks.
Last year it was cool. We stayed and watched a bunch of games, but the year before it was fucking miserable. It was like 25, 30 degrees. So we didn't stay and watch. But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's going to die, and I hope it doesn't, because it's a great concept.
How do you make it not die then?
One team.
From stars.
You got to go by size of state. I don't know how they can make those kind of rules or judgment, but even like Dustin said in our chat today, it was Dustin or Coco, how does North Carolina and South Carolina have a combined major team?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's silly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can see North Carolina having a East and West team for D. South Carolina I don't know, but
Yeah.
like some of these teams, like Tennessee, I can see maybe in East or West. Like some of these states, I can see having 2 teams.
There's got to be enough major guys in both those states to have their own team.
Yes,
There's got to
like,
be.
at that level for sure.
Yeah, I
No,
mean-
there is. There's not. There's got to be. There is enough guys.
You look at New England alone, and there's not a single major player.
No.
But this year there's going to be 2. There's going to be a team. There was a team from New England. You guys did it with Connecticut, New York last year,
Right.
and then the year before was New England too.
New England. Yeah.
So I mean,
I
yeah,
mean, it's and then a couple of years before that, Carucci had New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland, New York, all on one team.
Just 20% of the
Yeah.
nation's population. No big deal.
Yeah. Because last year we were told, this is what was funny about the Challenge Cup last year when me and my brother started doing it. We were told that we had to get the permission from Carucci to ask the New York guys to play with us. I laughed. I said, I'm going to ask these guys to play for us. And if they want to play for us, they're going to play.
Mhm.
Someone's not going to tell me I can't ask these guys to play for us.
yeah,
So-
right.
Yeah.
I gotta get you back to Connecticut.
That's why he was trying to go back for New Year's. Then he'd be like, I'm in here. It's the first of the year. Here's my
Yeah.
reclass.
Yeah.
JB,
player.
he's still got a fucking Connecticut license. Let this guy play.
I don't even think it's him. I think Hickey plays by the rules, man.
I know, which isn't a bad thing.
Fine.
Mm-hmm.
When you bring up Hickey now, it's like, oh, I can't say anything bad about Dad.
It's like when dad, we can't disappoint dad.
Yeah.
How did Hickey become dad?
He's just so big and intimidating.
Oh, fucking Hick.
I
Go
think
ahead, Coco.
I mean, I went last year and drunk Christmas party almost got me. I think I must have said, Dustin, how many times like I'm really close. Maybe I'll just go down and coach third base because I wanted to be down there for the Challenge Cup when it was the C teams, the majors, men's, women's, because it really was. It was a great experience last year having the women's, New England team, watching them do that, watching all the people support each other. It was just a ton of fun, which I think the 24-hour thing, I think would lose that. But when they first had that, we were watching it from up here. It seemed kind of cool from that aspect.
I need to talk to my significant other here because I think what I really want to do, and I need to talk to DW too, is I want to stay down there to be for the C, the major, and down there for everybody, and somehow work something out where it's just like, do I get field access where I can just broadcast somewhere?
Mhm.
Whether it be on USSSAlive.com, whether it's I'm not doing full games and just bouncing between fields. Like, I want to do something during that C and major portion.
You work from home?
Yeah.
I have a
I also
blowout.
have unlimited PTO.
I have a blowout mattress in a spare bedroom. I'm 2.5 hours from Space Coast.
I would drive 3 hours further north and go see my niece and nephew.
Okay, offers on the table.
No,
I
he
might
take you up on
might
that
come out.
offer. Go see-
I might take Crystal out to dinner and just say, "Hey, thanks for letting the mailman fucking hang out with us for hours on end on Tuesday nights."
What do you guys think about
Or
this?
you know what, Mike? You and I just fucking we take care of the kids and let Crystal go out and do her thing for a night and go. And I'll even babysit on Wednesday.
We won't see her for 2 days.
But it's good
Perfect.
practice.
I'll
He
stay there
needs
and
it.
take care of the kids.
What do you think about this, Evan, in the comments? Another fix for the Challenge Cup would be each coach giving 3 names at the end of the season to the director.
I like it, but I also think that some teams have 6 guys who are better than those 3 guys that you're given. So
Yeah,
those 6 guys should be playing, not your 3.
right.
Also, that means that some directors actually have to watch players. They have to actually pay attention and not just go off a reputation.
Right,
Yeah.
but then you're at least starting with a pool from
Yeah.
that the coaches are saying is the.
And that's the
best
thing
team,
too,
or
is
the best guys.
you have that you're only supposed to have 3 guys from a team, but then you have the teams where 2 guys are coaches and they're allowed to be coaches so they can play.
Right.
So there really is
I
no
look-
rule.
And I look at New York. I don't think on the D New York Challenge Cup team, there's any young guns players. They finished.
New York. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was.
I think I saw
thought
that.
saw a few.
I think I saw that, and people were like, "This is a joke, right?"
Yeah.
In the comments, right?
This was a while ago. There was no
Yeah.
young guns, and I'm like, you're talking about a team that was number 2 in Northeast in power ranking, a
Mhm.
team that finished in the top 9
I think so. Yeah.
at Worlds, and nobody on the fucking stop. Like, come on. I can name a couple guys right off that team real quick that could be on that D Challenge Cup team.
Yeah, it's bad.
But it's. You know that there's the fucking egos that come into play. I don't like this. You either have to take this guy, but this guy doesn't like this guy, so you have to take one of them. Like, you know how it goes.
Do you think the
Anyway.
director should have to consult with us?
I think the director should ask people who are at tournaments.
With us? Is that like us?
Yeah. Yeah, bring it.
I'm the final say.
People who know softball and know what's going on in softball.
Cool. Coco, you're out.
I'm back out. Yeah, I had to
Yeah,
say, but
Mailman said people that know softball, like you're.
I know softball. I don't know people in softball, and I understand that's a weird thing for this show. I digress.
I don't know. I think it needs to get a little fine tuning, and if you can't get the best players, then you don't go and have a subpar team go.
Yeah.
But
I
here's
agree.
the other thing. If you've been on a Challenge Cup team for 3 years in a certain level and you haven't moved up, I also don't heat seeing you're not allowed on that team. Maybe somebody else gets a shot, because everything I've heard, like I talked to Jeremy Pucko up here in New Hampshire, well-respected gentleman in softball. If you don't know him, he's also known as the Professor. He says this is an amazing tournament, an amazing time. So like, people also should experience this. And that's why I'm excited to go down this year, like, and play in it. But like, there are also players at certain levels that have been there for the same amount of fucking years. You know what I mean? And they're just not moving up. Like, I don't know. And then there's certain guys in other levels that are playing at a higher level, but are still playing their USSSA tournaments at the lower level. It's like, what are you doing? You see it in every state.
Yeah, you're going to.
Yeah.
It's-
Hey,
it's
Mailman,
tough.
I saw the lights go out over there. Did you start a strobe light up for something going on?
Yeah, if you want to call that.
I mean,
No.
I always like a party. I mean, we've had one big announcement. Do you want? I mean, I feel like we should have a second big announcement tonight.
Yeah, you're the
Get that strobe light. Get that strobe light going
I
again.
want the
I'll
strobe
give-
light going.
Hold on. You know
I'll
what?
give you a
Well,
header.
it's been a while since we don't go fucking live anymore. We can't use our fucking music. It is time to fucking get the party playing. Oh, yeah. Diaphragms in because it's time. Drop this bit. What we got here, Mikey Man? Mikey Snyder. What we got? Looks like we
This,
got a little anarchy bat up here.
yeah, this is a long time coming here for the last, probably 6 months for me.
We started talking about this, I feel like, at during Worlds. We're gonna zoom in real quick to
Yeah,
that.
last year a little bit, and then probably April and May kind of moved a little bit faster, and then in June it was set in stone, and it kind of got put on the back burner. But it's coming. So
What we're looking at here is we're looking at the new Anarchy 13-inch 3/4 ounce end load magic bat, black and gold. Hey, what's this back to back to back I see on one side?
that is for the 3 years in a row of winning Worlds. AA 2 years in a row, and A 1 year the next year.
Uh-oh, looks like it's bedtime for Magic Mike, which isn't a great time to happen right now.
Its excitement is just palpable here. Feels like me calling a triple play.
Yeah, so I have no creative skills whatsoever, art skills. So probably 90% of this was Leaf, and then the other 10% was Ricky Schiffauer doing it, and actually getting into production like 2-3 weeks ago. So It should be here within the next couple of weeks.
This is
Nice. So
awesome.
what-
This is really
yeah,
fucking cool for you, man.
Mhm.
What was the process like, Mike? Like, yeah, just like from start to finish. Like, the Anarchy's like, we want to make a bet.
So I had asked about it 2 years ago because I was last year because I was one of the first guys that was signed on with them when they went to their 240 thing, and then I won Worlds the year before, won Worlds with SNI in 2021, and then won it again in 2022. And I said, "Hey, Leaf, what else do I have to do to get a bat?" And he said, "Nothing." So we kind of talked about it. I kept asking, and then finally he said, "All right, let's do it." And that's kind of what happened with it. But I'm excited because it's supposedly going to be the first bat of our new technology that's coming from a new facility. And it's supposed to be coming, from what the engineers say, it's a little bit hotter off the bat, a little bit better with the compression, and a little bit easier to so there's only going to be 56 made that are coming out the first run. If I sell those fast, then we'll make another, hopefully 56.
That is awesome. I mean,
Yeah. So my goal is, I sold 100 bats in a week and a half in May. So my goal is to sell
How's
these.
bragging camp going?
My goal is to sell these in 2 or 3 days, if not have them sold before it comes out,
Jesus.
before it hits the site. So I asked them the other day, "What's my price? What can I do?" They said, "The more you get off the bat, the cheaper they can be. And if you sell 56 of them, then they'll be cheap."
We
All
don't
right.
like to use the word cheap around here.
Cheap,
I've learned that through my
yeah.
sales degree. We like to use cost effective here on the podcast. Although we are cheap fucks in softball. Mike, this is fucking awesome. I remember you jumped on the pod. Fuck, I think it was during, it was before before the boys got shut down. And we were talking about this, and we were hoping it was going to be pretty quick. This is awesome. Like, this is exciting as fuck. Listen, we had Streets on. We've had other people on talking about bats. Obviously, we had that amazing episode with Brett Helmer.
Mhm.
We've never had anybody on that's been really like, you're not just like, you just haven't joined the pod. Like, you've been a long time contributor. You listened to the pod like before you came on, and this is really fucking cool to see one of our people, one of the people from the trash bin, to have their own bat. Like, we want to see this bat sold. We want this bat to be gone in 24 hours.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be able to post. I got to post it already, but I waited till today. I'm gonna start posting on Facebook, and you can either get with me or get with Hummer or Justin Trella, because me with my job, it's going to be hectic, and then they'll be able to get the same price as me. So if you can't get a hold of me, you can get a hold of one of them, or even my brother, and just tell them what size you want. And I'm hoping before it comes out to get a price so everyone knows, but I'm hoping that they're going to be in the $200 range.
Nice.
Shipped. Yeah.
nice.
So,
That's
I
great,
wanna-
man.
I want to point out a couple of things of it that I'm looking at. I think J-Ro, you were mentioning how he's been there since the beginning. Mike, you were always one of the first guys like, "Hey guys," every Tuesday night, like we'd start and there it was. And you included a callback to the original Bring It Crown logo on there, which I think is a nice cut. And it's black and gold, which is pretty close to black and yellow. So I'm picking up what you're putting down in all of it. I get it.
Yeah. So this is great. This is crazy. I never thought, playing softball in 2006 that I'd have my own softball bat. But it's even like, this is, I mean, I'm not I'm not, it's cool. It is what it is. I'm not gonna, I got my own bat. I don't give a shit. It's cool, but
Shut up. Stop.
cool-
Stop for a second. Stop for a second.
What's cool is the
Shut
people.
the fuck up. This is awesome.
Yeah, I know, but the people that you meet and the people that get you, like, I wouldn't have done like this anarchy thing. Justin Trella got me into it like 4 years ago, and he's like, "Hey man, these bats are good." I swung their ASA bats; they were good. And then when the 240s came out, they were good. And now like Hummer's a senior pro. I got him on with us. We're going to Space Coast in February, and we're filming a fucking commercial.
Stupid.
Like, think about, like, that's crazy. Like, there's 16 of us, and 2 of us from New England we're gonna have a commercial. We're gonna be wear what the pros wear, and then here comes me and Hummer on the screen.
Hopefully,
You know what I mean?
hopefully with a bring it. You know what? We're gonna quickly make up some bring it anarchy t-shirts. So wear the pros wear. Here comes a bring it pod with anarchy. Bring a pod underneath the anarchy.
Yeah, so it's cool, man.
Dude, it's stupid.
Mhm.
It really is fucking dumb.
Yeah.
In the best way possible.
Yeah, and I hope it's not a one and done. I mean, I hope that I thought the Magic Mike thing's cool, but I hope in the next year we can do something different. And then when I get to that'd be awesome. When I get to senior ball, I'll switch it over to a senior bat.
Mm-hmm.
I just love the fact that we get to call fucking Hummer an old cunt now. Like, 'cause he's a senior pro.
Dude, he is sought out. He can make him some money playing senior ball if he wanted to.
He also the better thing is for Gary, between Gary and Hummer, Hummer looks older than Gary does at this point.
I don't know about that.
Trust me, Gary looks great. Like Hummer just looks like an old bastard.
Yeah,
he just takes more BP than Gary does.
Yeah, but it's cool. I'm hoping it sells out in a couple of days. I'm hoping it actually sells out before they get to smash it.
That'd be amazing. So 56 bats.
Yeah,
we have to sell these out.
I can tell you how many of each there is. I have it all. I don't remember what it is.
But whatever. Like
there's
56 bats to sell out.
There's no 28s. That was my big thing. 28s, they're hard to sell. I'd rather put the 28s into so there's going to be 18 25s. There's going to be 24 26s and 12 27s.
11 27s, I heard.
Yeah, well,
10.
7 because there's already three on my list. So
all right, so then there's 5. Allegedly, there's 5 27s left.
Yeah,
add 2 to that list.
No 24.
So if you want a 27, hit up the mailman.
Yeah.
Now this is like Mike. Even like obviously, like you came on here because you've been an amazing contributor. Like we've talked about this, Dustin and I were talking. Like every time you come on, it's fucking awesome. You bring a whole different level to the podcast. Regardless if you're sitting on this podcast, now or not, having somebody in our area with their own fucking bat is the coolest fucking thing ever. Like this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So pumped for you.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited. I'm glad. It's gonna go up on my trophy case. So.
Of course. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm hoping it's a good bat. I'm hoping it stays on par to what I think our bats are good. The compression the last year has been better. We're going to be marketing a little bit more to get them out there. So we're going to have a couple supplied bat tournaments. We're going to try and get a couple up north. There's one that's going to happen in Arkansas. We're going to.
Do you guys need that broadcasted?
I bet you they would let you go there.
Know some people.
They're also doing they're doing like an autism awareness thing in Arkansas. It's the week after the duel where they're getting all the companies to send some pros down there to like mingle with everybody, and the director is actually flying those pros down there to be there. So I'll find the director. I don't know. I'll find it out, and
I have a speaker I'll travel with.
We will see if they'll take you down there.
It would be fun.
Evan, I cannot comment on that question that you just asked.
But it sounds like Arkansas got a lot going on. I've got a
Can't
Coco.
comment right
See,
now.
This is the biggest question we've had in months. I feel like
Uh-huh.
when does the Coco bat release?
It looks so similar to the one that he put out. Like I was gonna hide the
Heaven.
crown and everything. I was back to the drawing board.
So
It took me a while.
My thing was, if I ever had a bat, I always wanted to be a wood grain bat because I always love like playing baseball with that wood bat. But Pierre did it a couple times. Monster did it, so that went out to.
No, this is what I like about it. So I love what Arnicky. Oh boy. What Anarchy did with the bazooka. The bazooka bat's just sexy.
2 more to
But
come.
what I love this too is the simplicity of it.
Mhm.
It's a sexy looking bat. Like
Yeah.
it's black, it's gold. Like you know how fucking people are twats and they're like, oh, I like the color on this one. Shut the fuck up. It's a
Mhm.
black and gold bat. It's magical. If you know somebody that is named Mike and you haven't called them a Magic Mike yet, you're not a real friend. Like
Mhm.
you're not a fucking nickname guy. That's where you always start.
Yeah,
This
and
is fucking awesome.
we don't have a 0.75, so hopefully it's going to be a true 0.75, and hopefully it's going to be good because I still think the our 1 ounce is the best. I actually just ordered the streets last night because there was 3 left, and I said I have to get one before they sell out.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's funny. Like this past year, I swung I sold it at the end of the year, and honestly, I wish I didn't. I wish I sold it for more money. But I had a 13-inch 3/4 ounce end load from Louisville. Man, that fucking bat was awesome, and I wish I got it.
Yeah.
So 13-inch 3/4 ounce end load. If you like swinging a nice stick, go get it, man. That's a fucking fun bat to swing.
And I should actually have a demo of that in like a week. Just a blank one. They got all us like pros demos, and it's actually the same bat, so it should be here in a week. So hopefully I'll be able to swing it before that one comes out.
Stupid question.
Yeah.
How does it feel just to say like you're an Anarchy pro?
I mean,
That's
it's cool.
pretty cool.
The thing, people don't give Anarchy a chance, man.
Why?
I don't know. I mean,
because your 220s were logs, but like
right. But
I love that.
The compression in the beginning of the 240s was bad, but 90% of the country doesn't get their bats tested, so who cares?
Right.
And you have to be smart. You have to break the bats in the right way. And if you know you're getting your bats tested, you get them at that level and you don't BP them.
Well, Mike, we talked about this before the cease and desist letter. How do you break your bats in?
I step on them. I literally put it on the ground and step on it. And I put it in my bat bag and I go to the tournament. The bats are good. You don't need to hit BP with them.
I thought it was a joke, and then he was not smiling.
All you're doing in BP is breaking your bat. It's going to fail.
You have how many? Like I think about it's crazy. I've been playing softball tournament wise for what? This is my end of third year, right? I see how bats accumulate this quickly because I have too many bats. Amanda looks in the garage and she's like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
I don't have many anymore. I've been giving away bats the last couple of months because I go in my closet and I have like 5 ASA bats, 15 U-chip bats. You can only swing one. So like people want to try them. So I just give here, take it. I just gave one of my buddies, it was the teal 13 1 ounce. It was a 27. It was too heavy. I said, here, take it, dude. It's been collecting dust in my closet. I gave my buddy a 25 that I had sitting there. Like, I don't know. Bailey's got one of mine. Yeah. I mean, I have 4 bats that are new and wrapper that I might give to. We have a 1 pitch on the 29th. I might give them out as prizes to get the bats out there.
1 pitch on the 29th of what?
December.
I can.
Oh, you're in Florida. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Sorry.
I can make that. I have to be back for a concert, but
Coco won't play in Merrimack, but he's going to fly down to Jacksonville and play for a fucking 1 pitch.
Well, you guys are talking about the 17 bats you have. I'm like, I've had 3 in my entire career. Everyone else has 17 bats. Why do I need to buy one?
Bro,
so he grabs one.
My brother was the king when we were still playing together. I'd buy bats, and he's just, what do I got to buy bats for? You buy 15 in a week. I'll just swing yours.
Perfect. I like it.
Yeah. But Yeah, I'm hoping good things from it.
So 56 bats. Let's sell these motherfuckers out. Listen, even before this announcement, and I appreciate you waiting till tonight to drop
Yeah.
this. Like, this is pretty fucking cool, to be honest with
Mhm.
you. Like, even if again, even if you weren't sitting here, you're somebody that's been associated with this podcast, at least in our eyes, for a long fucking time, with the amount of contribution you've always given to us and help. I mean, fuck, we wouldn't have been at the men's major World Series without you. So you waiting to kind of bring this up now tonight is amazing. We're going to share this out on our page.
Yeah, I've been pushing for it for a couple of weeks for him to let me do it, and finally he said, "Yeah, let's do it."
Let's fucking go.
Yeah,
Some people up north might not be happy, but listen, too
Yeah.
fucking bad. Like, it's just we push your bats as much. We can push our guys' bats too.
I'm over those people that are jealous of everybody who succeeds in the Northeast in softball. I got over that bump 2 years ago.
There's a lot of good ball players up here. It's just expensive to fly us out.
Yeah.
And by us, I don't mean me. Did you? I mean, you and I, we've talked, on
Mhm.
different live feeds and
Yeah.
throughout the years. You like a heavier end load. Did you get a chance to test, or did you just know, listen, I want the 13 3/4 ounce
Well, I love the 1 ounce until, they get a little bit heavy, but this past year, I didn't have any 1 ounces that would pass. We didn't have any 2-piece 1 ounce bats until the Tribe came out, and I broke 2 of them. And all I had was the 13 half ounce, and it was gas. So I couldn't put it down. I had one that we swung for like 2 tournaments, and I put it away till Worlds. And then I swung another one for the time in between that, and it passed for like 6 or 7 tournaments with 3 of us using it.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I figured, like, let's see. I talked to Kevin. He's one of the engineers. Like, can we do a 0.75? He said, I can do anything. I said, okay, let's do it.
That's awesome.
So I stayed away. I wanted the alloy handle in the beginning, and I stayed away from it. And now knowing that I couldn't get the alloy handle with the new technology, that it's kind of worked out good. So
What's it? What do you mean? So what's this handle?
it's a composite handle. It's our normal handles.
What's the difference?
It's not as stiff, but I feel like I can't tell the difference.
It's funny. Like, I always go back to my NHL days, right? Like,
Mhm.
for obvious reasons with my hockey background. NHL players,
Yeah.
they could pull out their dozen sticks they get sent, and they can go through their flexes and know exactly
Yeah,
what's
where
the
it is.
exact flex they
Mhm.
want, right? And they send those back. Now, me, I like a 13, I used to like a 13 half, starting to lean towards a 12 full ounce or a 13 3/4.
Mhm.
That's all I know. You ask me about handle stiffness and shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. I just like the weight.
Yeah, and I mean,
Pros
thing
know this shit.
the thing that I like in the last couple of years is they went thin on their handle and smaller on the knob. So they
I think
thinned
that
out-
I
they
think just
thinned
about
out
every
the
bat
handle
company.
and went smaller on the knob.
Seems like everyone's doing that. I think Easton was like one of the first ones to have that really,
Yeah.
really small knob on there, and that was one of the things I loved about Easton.
Yeah, and Suncoast, that was like their big thing when their new bats came out. Their handles were really thin.
Yeah.
So,
Now, I don't know. I can't really. There's some bats from the older D Marinis. You used to
Mhm.
be able to feel you can almost
Yeah.
feel them bend in your hand when you
Yeah.
swung them.
The only way I know that the flex is if I bend it on my knee. I can't really feel it in my swing
Right.
unless I see a picture hitting the ball.
Yeah, I don't really see that at all in
Mhm.
many of the bats these days. Is that noticing a flex in your hand?
Right.
But
But-
yeah, it used to be there. But then when you talk about like a really, really stiff bat, I mean, any of the one pieces are going to be really stiff anyway.
Right.
So
Wait. So here's a question. I just ran out. I grabbed my old
That's a
220.
That's a 220. Yeah.
Yeah, my old 220 cotton candy. I love this
Mhm.
bat.
Yeah. Those things
This-
were hot when they broke in.
Yeah, and this has, I don't know, 3,500
Mhm.
swings on it, give or take 500. And
Yeah.
it still passes 220 with flying colors.
Yes.
This knob, like I like a little bit of a taper grip. This
Yeah.
tape I put on it, the taper is fucking small. Like the knobs aren't big on it. It's not like a pure bat where the knobs are big.
Yeah, I think the new knobs are smaller than that.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. It fits. Yeah, I think they are.
Because I'm an overlapper. I do one.
Me too.
and then
I put
one
it-
here.
I put it in my palm.
Yeah, so
The
so
knob.
a smaller knob is made for someone to overlap.
Oh,
over
okay.
it. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? You're essentially overlapping over that.
So
Yeah.
I'll have less blisters, is what you're telling me?
Yeah, and I use a bat. I
Those
use a
new
bat
blisters.
cone too.
You was a what?
A bat cone. When I
Oh,
put it-
okay, really?
Yeah.
Why
I
don't
used
you
to-
just tape?
I used to use hockey tape, but then I stopped using hockey tape and went back to grips and a knob.
What grip do you use?
Whatever's the cheapest on Amazon.
I don't know.
I like the grips that come on our bats, but they fray. They wear out real easy because they're literally like 0.25 and not 0.5.
Just stop. Like no one's buying a bat because of a grip.
I know.
Like,
Mhm.
well, unless you want, if you want a Louisville grip or two, I've got 3 hanging out.
Those
I
go for
won't even
20
use
those go for $25.
what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're 15 to 25 for sure.
And
All right,
you're
here, I
using
got-
them as shoes for your fingers.
Yeah. Me and my daughter. This is going to be what I use. But like this taper grip. I wish I had my Louisville bats. Like
Mhm.
the taper grip I put on this one because of the overlap I have is very small.
Yeah. So I used
But
to
this
tape.
this bat was the best.
I used to tape the whole knob because I used to not wear batting gloves, and the knob would slip in my palm. But now I don't tape my bats. I wear batting gloves, so I don't tape the knob anymore.
Must be nice to be a pro guy and just have batting gloves sent to you.
No, that's Sammy.
Oh,
Smoke
sports.
Yeah, that's
Hit
my
our boy up. Hit our boy up.
Yeah.
Smoke Sports. Sammy Dominguez
Yeah.
down in Southern Connecticut. Smoke Sports. He also does some amazing batting gloves.
Between
Smoke Sports. Go give him a follow.
him and my brother, I got enough batting gloves for the next fucking 5 to 10 years.
I know. I look like Kyle Pearson, and I'm
Mhm.
not trying to be like I'm not trying to be KP. I know I can't swing like him. I'm just a cheap fuck. Like, I got $20. I got 2 sets of these.
Yeah.
I got my Bruce Bolts, and I just don't want to be spending money on fucking batting gloves anymore. If batting companies or companies want to send me batting gloves for free, I'll swing with those all day. I'm tired of spending money.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it would be like to buy batting gloves because they're like $50 now, $80
No
for a good pair
shit.
of Bruce Bolts.
Yeah.
Like there
I'll
could
look
there-
like an asshole.
Those look like you should be washing dishes
Oh.
with them.
softball players on their sharpest tool in the shed. You make it out and you rip your batting glove. There goes $90. You know what I mean? I can't imagine that. I can't imagine that.
I also
Paying
have
Mr.
anger
Batting
issues.
gloves.
So, like, if I make a bat out and I get past first base, I've always tended to take the Velcro and just rip it like until
Yeah.
the whole glove comes off.
So I have like a nervous tick. Like I bite the Velcro part off of the batting gloves and chew on it because like that's just like you'll see me biting my batting glove. I'm chewing on the fucking batting glove. Like it's just something I do.
You want
So
my- I can-
sometimes my strap stops strapping because I'm biting all the things off of it.
you should try my medicine I take in the morning so that I don't do stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
But I
yeah.
would say you're like some of the other ball players, but I know you're not. Sometimes it's just too much cocaine or Adderall before a
Yeah.
game.
No drugs for me.
But you know what I mean? Like, but I'm past the batting gloves. Like, I know I shit on guys like when I was broadcasting games, seeing guys go up in workman gloves.
Yeah.
You know, it's just an easy thing to
Well,
fucking
I
kill
bet,
some
it's,
time with.
I
but,
bet it's
like,
hard for you to
$20.
find ones that fit too.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'll wear a double X and they'll fit good, and then sometimes they won't, and I'll have to get an extra large, and they're like it's borderline that they're gonna rip.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I use spray
Yep.
with Leatherman gloves like these
Mhm.
for BP. And like sometimes I'll pull my Bruce Bolts on, but like I don't want to like my Bruce Bolts. I don't know, I spent what $70 on them because I'm like, oh, they're supposed to last. Dude, the fucking ripped on the back. They
Mhm.
ripped here,
And
I'm
your
like, I'm tired.
warranty is voided if there's any sticky spray on them.
Right.
So those are
I'm just-
lifetime guaranteed, but if there's any sticky spray on them, that voids the warranty.
And just about everybody uses sticky spray, I feel.
Yeah.
Or gets it on their gloves
Right,
for
yeah.
sure.
hmm
I was using pine tar because I used to be a big pine tar guy back in baseball.
hmm
I actually used to get yelled at. Oh, excuse me. Yelled at by my coaches for my helmet. And my helmet looked like Trot
Yeah.
Nixon,
Uh,
where it's all pine tar all over it. And I'm like, it's just what I like. So I've gone back to, I'm cheap. I won't spend money on bats anymore. Like 'cause you can get
Cost
bats on.
effective.
I'm cost effective. No, I'm cheap. I got a daughter coming now. I'm gonna be buying
Yeah.
heels and dresses.
yeah.
I can't wait. I bought my niece her first pair of heels at 4 years old.
Just wait. In
Because
19 years, you're going to be playing co-ed together.
Yeah.
you know what?
That's your DD.
I don't even care. Like I was talking to Amanda about this. I'm like, I'd like she's like, she can still play sports. I'm like, I know. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if they play sports or not. Like I was a big theater kid growing up too.
Mhm.
Shocking, I know. But like I was a big theater kid. Like I just want my baby to be in a sports or arts. Like I want them to have one of those two. Like that's all. I think that'd be really cool. Like I'm a big, I don't know, be an actor, be a thespian, and have some fun. But anyway, yeah, like I don't know. Maybe it is like those mechanics gloves. I did those for a fucking season. I got a 12-pack of double XL, like cheap ass fucking like Gorilla gloves off of Amazon for $12.
Mhm.
Perfect.
I mean, the best thing to do is like I think Sammy knows, and even my brother. I think so you get 10 pairs of batting gloves for I don't know, maybe $15-$20 a pair if you bulk order them. That's better than spending. It's better than spending $100 on one pair of gloves.
Right.
I don't know what the prices are, but I mean, I can't see spending $90 on one pair of batting gloves.
No. Like, and that's the thing. Like Sammy,
That's wild.
with Smoke Sports, your brother.
Yeah, TB does them too.
Yeah, Ryan, was it Ryan SIS Snyder on
Yeah,
Facebook?
Something like
And then BYB Sports
Mhm.
TB on Facebook. Like, if you want batting gloves and you can get them customized even,
that. Mhm.
hit those three guys up and give them a buzz. Say, hey, bring it, send us. But just go fucking support the local guys. Like
Yeah.
those are the guys in our area.
I know they do. I know my brother and Sammy. They
Big
do a
Dog?
lot. No, we just Danielle gets batting gloves through my brother.
Okay.
I know they've done a lot of team orders the last year that have come a big thing. Like teams will buy a bunch of batting gloves, but yeah, I mean, and they're nice. They come from fucking Pakistan, but they're nice. If they rip, they send them back, and they'll send you. If it's right away, they'll take a picture of it and they'll get you a new pair of them.
Well, because D, you use a lot of BYB gloves. Like they're always pretty damn good, aren't they?
Yeah, I've liked the ones that I've the most recent ones that I had, I think were at the beginning of 2023.
Yeah, they're the
you
same.
And I still have those ones.
They're the same. They're the same guys.
So beginning of 2023, and you could use those pair for the entire year, is what you're saying.
I didn't because I don't like when batting gloves get like too, like you know how
But
they
didn't rip.
or they get too big. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're just too loose.
I
They're
wore
too loose. I need a nice tight fitting glove.
a pair that Sammy gave me probably for 5 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
go
was
hit up our local guys.
I was hitting good and I couldn't take them off. I'm superstitious.
TB said at the beginning of this year because he did a run for the New Hampshire Challenge Cup team last year, and he said he was using a new person who was very much happier with the quality of the gloves.
Those
I think it's
are
the same
the ones. Those are the ones that I.
I think it's the same guy my brother uses too because they look just the same.
Mhm.
I actually tried the ones with the wrist strap because
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like questioning it, but they're comfortable, but just not for me.
There's more to bite.
It's not. It's a
Yeah,
personal.
there is more to
preference.
play. Yeah, they're just too tight on the. I don't like the tightness
Yeah.
on the wrist.
You don't shoot. You don't send nice ropes out into the gaps when the wrists are too tight. But yeah, I mean, listen, we're a Northeast podcast. Like if off the bench guys or Heaven down with softball and Central was live, I'm sure they'd have their own guys. But hit up our guys. Sammy, Ryan, TB. Hit those guys up. Go get yourself some batting gloves and get
For
some
the field.
stuff.
For the field
For the field with Cabo.
Yeah.
I always love like Cabo's gloves TB.
Yeah.
Sorry, but
He
like
said-
Cabo's gloves are always good for me.
He started off getting stuff from my brother, and I think Brand Stout's just doing it on his own.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Okay.
And I think
We got a lot of good apparel people in the Northeast, which
I-
is awful and
um,
great at the same time.
Sammy is an Axe rep now too.
I saw that today.
Yeah, I think it was like last week he announced it.
I almost want to bring him on because I have so many, or I want to bring on the guy that runs fucking Axe softball.
I can get you
I
hooked
have
up with that.
because I have so many questions about that
Mhm.
Axe bat because I do like the knob. I do like the bat. It's a compression because if you're hitting it on one side nonstop, how's that going to hold?
They
And
say
then
it's-
how long
they
is it
say
going to
it's
take to
the
break in?
engin- They say it's the engineering. They say it does.
They put
get
all the
it.
glue on that one side.
I don't know. I think it's crazy too.
They use numbers. They know we're not going to be able to understand it anyway.
Yeah.
But like that's the thing. Like think about it. Like every car manufacturer, they say their engineering is the best, but like one of those import cars, you don't want to own it past 60,000 miles because it's going to fucking cost you a shitload to get anything fixed.
hmm
After a couple hundred swings, 1,000, whatever it is that Axe bat going to be complete shit? And they're not cheap bats.
No bat's really that cheap unless you get a good deal on it.
I love a clearance bat.
Oh yes.
That's the best, right? Think about it. Like, and I've been on here and plenty have said, like, I bought that for the chosen slugger for like $120, $140. I bought the catalyst for about the same. Like, I'll buy any bat if it's under $200. I don't give a fuck. Just give me the specs I want.
I
It's
think
all the
last year when Anarchy did the $99 bat thing, I think I had 30 Anarchy shipped to my house from everyone buying them. Like guys were buying like 6 of them at a time. You're getting 12
shit,
bats for $99. You know what I mean? You're getting a warranty with them.
Right. Like I'm on Axe right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on Axe's website, and for $200 you can get whatever you want and then load a bat for $200.
Yeah, and I think last week they were 160.
So here's my thing. Here's my thing. Like I'm thinking about Anarchy, not as much. Proton, Axe. Proton and Axe are the two companies I'm really thinking of right now.
Mm-hmm.
Proton's
Proton's
like
ridiculous. Their pricing is
$320.
ridiculous. Yeah.
And
I
that
mean-
bat bag is fucking stupid. I
Yeah.
fucking think it's amazing, but I'm not paying $400 for a bat bag.
No.
But like, I want to swing their bats, but like at that price point, as a new company, I'm not jumping on board with you yet. I
Yeah.
don't care if John Kings is pushing you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know how these like even Juno. You're paying $300 for a bat. I don't know how you stay. Like, I don't know how they're staying. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, I
I love my Juno,
I don't know how they're doing
but
it.
it's also at 170 right now.
Yeah, but that sounds right. But I just
It
don't
never-
like. Just talking to TB, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to push bats. I'm doing my best I can, but $300 is $300.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I get you two.
Yeah.
I can almost get you 2 bats for $300.
right. Yeah, very,
Mhm.
very close to that.
Yeah, and I mean,
Well, here's the
common
question.
sense.
Bats, we've all swung bats. Different brands, different varietals, different weights, different sizes, and everybody in between. Even different paint jobs.
Mhm.
You get your spec, whatever spec you prefer. 13 half ounce, 13 3/4, 12 and a full ounce, 12 and a half ounce, whatever the fuck your spec you like, a balanced. Does it matter? Does it really matter between a 5 mile per hour exit velo? Does it really matter?
Some people it does. Some people also depends on the company, the brand who swings that bat.
All these bat companies want to see the higher exit velo.
Mhm.
They want to see people posting that. So
Yeah.
because people
Well-
are like, oh, these are the hot bats.
But guess
It's a-
what? That Jerry who's hitting 110 off a tee is hitting it fucking 78 in a game.
Right.
I'm not gonna call out I'm not gonna call out other people on social media,
Mm-hmm.
influencers, whatever you want to call it. Man, you see some of this shit on some of these videos. I look at the swing. I look at the person. Like, there's no fucking shot at hell you're swinging. You're getting that exit velo with either a normal bat or not balls in a freezer.
Or you're just hitting it into the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hitting a ground ball to shortstop. It's like, ooh, that one was 110.
Some of these reviews and some of this stuff that some of these guys do are hard to watch. I mean, I watch them all because I'm a softball whore. So, like, I like to see what people are swinging. I like to see what people are saying about other bats, our bats. Like, but some of them, like, I could hit any bat. It don't matter what it is. You got to get the D&E players to swing your bats to show you what they perform at. Any one of these big conference guys can hit any bat. It doesn't matter what you put in their hand. You got to get it to the average softball player. Then you're going to know if you have a good bat or not.
So
You know who I like? Like, I've watched some of his videos, and like I haven't really dissected it a ton. I've watched some of his stuff. Fat guy BP. Like,
Is he the one from Carolina?
I don't know. He's the fat guy that just takes. He's me with a fucking. I'm looking on his YouTube page now. Like,
That's got to be
like,
guy. It's got to be the guy I'm thinking about.
Like, I don't know. Like, I just watch him, and I'm like, all right. I feel like whatever. That's probably closest. And listen, like, I miss
that's the guy. That's the guy I'm
That's
thinking
the guy.
about. Yeah, he's from North
like,
Carolina.
Okay, he's a beauty. I don't know. I feel like he's about as close to like normal as you can get in these videos. Like, I miss like the baseball bat bros doing softball bat bros.
See,
shit.
I didn't like those guys because they were getting paid by companies to do reviews.
Yeah, but I also just liked watching them hit fucking.
Yeah, I mean the content is awesome, but
yeah,
that's not what the review is for.
no.
You have to have an honest review. You're not getting paid by these companies to give their bats good reviews.
Hey,
our bats never made their 5 or top 10, and they were way better than some of the bats that they were doing.
You hear what he's saying? We show up with like the bucket of your balls, not mine because mine are absolute dog shit. But we show up with like mine are bad. Your bucket or maybe Tony's softball. Dad's.
Tony's bucket is nice. Yeah,
it is nice.
Tony
we show up with his, and we just have like random bats. It's like, hey, here's a fucking 220 for 2021. Watch us hit these balls.
I did it this past weekend.
BP pitcher.
I did it this past weekend.
Imagine if they
hit outside.
Imagine if they didn't change it from 240 to 220 with these new balls. How crazy it would be.
It'd be stupid.
I mean, I think the technology is catching up to the 220, but some of these 220s when they were 160 were stupid.
How about the 240s at 160 right now?
Yeah, those are really, really good.
I've told the story before. Allegedly, there was a bat swung in a tournament, a big tournament in the Northeast. Not the Firecracker, because that's supply bat. Allegedly. And there was a home run hit on it, and the center fielder came in and looked at the batter at the plate allegedly and says, that bat over or under 200. I'm like, they're not testing.
Yeah.
And he goes, it's not shaved.
Yeah.
But like, that's the thing. Like, it was a 240 bat. And this is why I go back. I don't know, different topic now. I fucking love what work Hickey puts into the testing. JB and Paulie putting to the fucking testing. I know it's a lot of work. I talked to Hickey one day. He's like, this fucking sucks because people have to we have to test because of people doing this. I'm like, yeah, I'm one of those guys.
When I was home my off weekends, I volunteered my time most of the time to go and test bats because I don't want your money. I want the game to be the right way.
That's how you and I met. It was my first year. No, was I playing in the Firecracker? No, it was the year after my first year tournaments. I met you at Plainville. I was playing with an E team. We didn't know each other. Like, and you probably didn't remember me afterwards. I knew you just because of who you were. Once I figured out what softball was, but like, it was more just like you controlled the field. This was in Plainville.
Yeah, I think I was getting ready because it was all wet from the rain.
Yeah, like, and it's a lot of work and that's where the directors come in. Yeah, sure. Having your schedules out nice and early. Massachusetts will be out December 26th. Rhode Island will be out December 27th. That's great. The testing on the other side, I know it's a lot of work for you directors. I fucking know it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I had this
But man, it's the best.
I had this conversation with JB, and Paulie agrees with me. If you charge every team $50 more a tournament for bat testing and buckets, teams are going to do it. If you
All
have,
day.
Without a doubt.
if you
Without
have
a
to
doubt.
get there 45 minutes early, it is what it is. Teams are going to do it.
Why wouldn't you?
I just always felt bad. Someone would be like, "Where'd my bat go?" I don't know. Some ball guy just came in and took it and settled me back.
Right, but people were getting pissed, dude. People were literally wanting to fight me and Paulie. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's in these tournament rules. We're randomly testing bats. We can come in your dugout anytime we want and take your bats. But
I talked to Paulie at Nationals because I was catching because my knee was bad. I caught my first 2 games at Nationals, and I was looking at one of the bats, and like I'm looking at where the sticker was, and I'm like, it was kind of like raised.
mm-hmm.
So after the game, I went and talked to Paulie. I'm like, Paulie, I had a sticker. It was kind of raised. It was bumped up a little bit. Talk to me. He was like, oh no, that's how I do it, because regardless of how that thing is on, if it's on any part of the bat,
Mm-hmm.
the void is going to come off. I'm like, all right, perfect. But to have the conversation, because
Yeah,
I almost called him out, but like we were also up by a handful of runs.
and that was the problem we were having with some of those pure bats, is the stickers weren't sticking to the bats because of the finish of the
MDN.
bat. Yeah. So we had to, I think we were taping it and doing something else and so that it was tested. Mm-hmm. But as an umpire, if you think the bat there's something up with the bat, you could pull that bat anytime and have it tested.
And that's I love that.
That rarely ever happens.
I know. Mm-hmm. Because the umpires don't want to deal with any more bullshit there if they're dealing with already.
The grown men
like,
that are
can you imagine stepping on a field, right? Like you're about to play your game, you think everything's kosher, and then you have Richie Fowler showing up and talking about Zapardi's Pizza, and then you're talking about bats, and like I just don't want Fowler to fucking deal with. I don't.
Yeah,
Fowler
it's really not the umpire. It's really not the umpire's problem, but it kind of is. But going back to if you test every bat in the beginning of every tournament and you put them in a bucket.
So the bucket is huge because I think at some tournaments where where you test and get a sticker, I mean, umpires aren't looking at the stickers.
And the problem is JB's worried about where to put the bats. And the thing is, people don't stay away from that office. Like we try and put the picnic tables up so like people don't sit there and walk by, and people just keep coming. So you don't want to be responsible for all these bats. Who knows what someone's going to stick their hand in and grab a bat. That's also an issue.
But I will tell you, the first tournament, and I talked to JB. I mean, I talked to Hickey too, obviously, but like JB's been great. Like I'm never going to say shit about J. Well, actually, I think we did say shit about JB a couple times, but that JB came on and we talked about it. Mm-hmm. I love JB and what he does for Connecticut and growing it, and trying to do the right things. Like it's awesome. Him and Paulie do a lot of great things, but like the fact that they were testing from the start this year was fucking awesome and much loved. And I got to tell you, more people than not want the testing. The only people that don't want the testing are people that don't have bats in their bags.
Yeah. Which isn't many softball players.
No.
I don't remember hearing many people complain.
I don't know anybody that complained. You're still going to hit it out with a normal bat. Yeah, like who gives a fuck? Hey, can we talk about a Challenge Cup team real quick that I saw announced today?
Okay.
Actually, there's 2.
Sure.
You cool with that?
Okay.
I mean, it's only 2 hours in. We still got 4 hours to go.
I have 22 minutes.
All right, we'll see you, honey. We got the women's major team from New England. Hey, we're going Bruins.
Yeah, I love it.
No, I hate it.
I don't.
It's the hockey side of me. But they never beat us in the playoffs, so whatever. First off, and then we'll pull up the Women's C Challenge Cup team too, because you know why? First off, before we get into the major team, we got this bad bitch on the women's C team that up at the PIF, Le PIF, Classique de PIF, became kind of a podcast sensation, if you will. Her name's Lil Mama, Jordan McDermott, down on like the Fall River, Cape side of Massachusetts. Bad bitch, love her. So I want to get the women's C team roster up here as well. All right, so let's take a look here real quick at the women's team major, Team New England women's major Challenge Cup team. Not a bad little fucking team, got to tell you that. Look at that. We got the Gazelle. We got Molly Hamill. We got the Gazelle from Chaos. Molly Hamill from Bololi. Nicole Cavett. Woo! Little New Hampshire love here coming from Bololi. Brittany Steiner. Christina Ramirez.
Is that Bobby's wife?
I don't think that is. I'd have to check real quick. But no, Bobby's I didn't think Bobby's Brittany. Brittany DeVries.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if it's the same thing. She should be on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Christina Ramirez from Bololi, great ball player. Kiana Diaz Patterson. I don't know Q. Do you, Mike?
I don't know. No.
I would ask Dustin, but
I always have to, like, when people tag people, I have to go and try and find their like Facebook to see what they look like because I don't remember people's names.
Jessica Stone from Grip It and Rip It. Katie Betancourt. She had a fucking bad bitch year. KB had a great year, and so did her Endicott Goals softball team. Kayla Riley, who's been on this major Challenge Cup team. I think she was on it last year as well. Tab Hebert, our fucking stormtrooper from Chaos. Oh, man. I tell you how I am.
You can do it.
Spinning games.
You got it.
Get it.
Yamelite Lopez from Bobby Pins.
Yamelite?
I think that's probably
That's
far off.
Yamelite. Was that not close?
Yamelite.
How is that? Coco, you're the Spanish one of us.
Yeah, I'm the.
It
could be a J. It could be
Yamelite.
It could be a J sound.
It's a J.
Jamelette?
You think it's Jamelette?
Jamelette.
Well,
Jamelette. It depends. The J is the Y can be J.
No, you can look her up on Facebook. Facebook will tell you how to pronounce it.
Mine says you pronounce my name Kari. So
Yeah, well.
you can make those up.
Sounds about right for you.
For Coco,
and
it's tough.
One of our Facebook, TikTok infamous women who took a sniper on the mound, Vanessa Pascal, as well from Grip It and Rip It. And then we have Lori Boudouin, who is a guest of the podcast. She is the head coach of the major team. Not a bad little major team we have going on here.
No.
Did they not go? Did they go last year or no?
They did not.
Oh,
They
they
did
did.
not.
Oh,
No.
okay. Oh,
Because-
what was it? Because the men's, right?
Yeah,
They didn't have a
Because
New
they
England
couldn't
team
grab
yet.
Connecticut.
that's bullshit. It should be. That shouldn't matter.
But this is awesome.
Yeah,
I,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
the men shouldn't affect the women.
I think it was like a team Massachusetts, but was Team New England, like Team Mass New Hampshire, but it was Team New England. It was just Mass and New Hampshire last year.
Major though.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
so.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it was the Connecticut, because Connecticut was left off because it had to be Connecticut and New York, which I don't agree with. I feel like in the women's game, the women's game is so much different than the men's game. As we've stated multiple times here, you know what? We need to get Jen Naparata on here in the new year. Maybe start the new year off with Jen Naparata from Lady SNI.
I can reach out to her and Scott.
Yeah,
And we can
I want to
both-
shoot her a message. Scott was the first. Scott was the first person when I got down to Majors World Series where I was like, "Oh, we're not just a podcast in the Northeast."
Mhm.
Like he said something to me, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" And then Jen and I had great conversation in the DeMarini suite during
They're two of
World
the best. They're two of the best people in softball.
They're fucking awesome people.
Yeah.
And that's where I also met my second wife.
I think I see her more than
On
you.
accident.
You see Jen more than I do?
No, your second wife.
I would. Sasha?
Yeah.
Sasha's so like
I love that you had
How
to
is
ask.
she taking the news?
I don't know. I don't know. I would leave my world for Sasha. Sasha, it's still sitting here, baby. Look at that.
He starts the
She
show
is
with,
such
"I'm
a
gonna have a
good
baby," and I would
I
leave
fucking-
her already.
I fucking Sasha's such a great sport. I love her to death. Like, I've had a total of 5 minutes of conversation with her. Like, I can't tell you how much I appreciate the shit she's put up with this year of me being fawning over her and proposing to her. So, Sasha, I love you, and I can't wait to see Sasha and Alyssa play next year at with Lady SNI.
There's a lot of
Bro,
teams.
and then-
A lot of teams been putting out their Challenge Cup rosters the last couple of days.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
think I saw 2 more today. Like when I was scrolling through after I got through working, there was like 2 or 3 more.
Yeah, I'm gonna take your word over mine because I'm off Facebook and it's so nice. You're new,
Yeah.
so like Dustin and Corey know this is the time I fucking disappear for a bit, which is lovely.
I wish I could do that.
Dustin, look at Dustin. Dustin's smirking. He's like, "Yeah, don't worry, cunt.
I know.
I've got you
I
covered."
get it. I get it. No,
Well,
but
now
I mean,
you're throwing the baby.
yeah, well, you're having a
Like-
kid.
Texas just did their B team.
Is Cody Stark or JP on that team?
Cody's on it.
Okay.
I don't think JP was on
JP's
that.
on it. No, JP's not on it.
All right. Cody Stark's on our Texas B team. See, this is why, like, I got to text DW. DW, get me in with Bernie. Like, let me broadcast. Let me be a roaming fucking midget for you.
It would be smart for them to do. I think it's like I'm saying, it's losing its juice.
I know. We'll push everything. We'll push
Mhm.
everything to USSSA Live. We'll keep a USSSA. We'll make a USSSAlive.com banner for you guys.
Yeah, they've got to do something.
Back in.
Mhm.
They have to do something, I think.
I don't know.
Well, before we get into that, and you know what's really cool? I'll tell you real quick. DW. So we've wanted to have the infamous DW on this podcast since Keith joined us, since Beloli joined us, right? 2.5 years. DW has something that he has going on that's pretty important to him every Tuesday night. DW said he would bypass that commitment for a Tuesday night with the boys.
When is the racing off season?
Stop! I didn't want to out him. Didn't want to out him.
No,
I
it's,
didn't wanna out
I
him.
love what he does. I think it's awesome.
I
what he does.
know.
I think it's I think it's really cool.
He's missed. So we were talking at the World Series. I'm like, how can we get you on the podcast? And he said, he's like, so DW does a NASCAR racing simulation every Tuesday night. And he's missed, I think, 3 evenings for the last 6 years, 5 years. Like there's some like big number. And I'm like, listen, DW, would love to have you on. Like, if for whatever reason there's a rain delay in the simulation world, like you just message me and I want you to come on. Like, DW is the fucking GOAT.
Can you explain what this NASCAR simulation looks like? What are we talking about here?
Well, I think it's like
Are
the
you
whole
on-
get up. Like I think he's got the
Yeah.
whole chair and steering wheel and pedals and everything.
Oh,
Oh.
driving.
I think he's got like
Yeah.
$500 into it.
Can we stream that?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's what
I will find his
Like,
fucking, I will
yeah.
find somebody to stream it and we will call it.
He's
Okay.
got
Tuesday
like
night.
he's got like a chat too, like the old school. I think he's got like a chat for the NASCAR
Jeez.
stuff.
That's awesome.
Oh my God. Can we have him on the podcast while he's driving and we broadcast the ride, like the race?
He rolls into the podcast in whatever car. What car does he drive? What kind of car?
I don't know. Ford,
get him-
Chevy, what does he got?
We get him for 4 seconds while he's in a pit. He's gone.
So that's why I like F1 better than NASCAR, because F1 you can jump into the cars anytime you want. It's amazing. Yeah, I love F1. F1 is fucking awesome. Oh, here we go. All right, so I'm about to put up a video here. I was down in one of the times when I was down in what's it called? North Carolina for vacation over the summer when you two were on, and I decided to jump off. Well, I joined you from the back deck, and it was we went to the NASCAR Hall of Fame because it was raining a lot, so we decided to fucking go around and check it out. It was pretty cool, but why is this not pulling up? This is not doing well for me right now. Fuck. I've got
You're
video.
building up this story. Yeah, you're building up this story, and we are ready for it.
I'm ready for it. So during in the NASCAR Hall of Fame, there is a play-by-play portion that you can do where you put on the headset and you call it. And my father was like, "Oh, you're really good at this." I'm like, "Dad, what do you think I do in softball?" Here you go. Are you getting the audio?
Not much.
It's
You didn't get the audio?
I heard
in
it.
the
faintly.
background.
yeah, you can get it. It's very it's but
All
yeah.
right, let's try this again. Tap to share audio. To share audio, share a tab instead. All right, I can't share a tab.
For the audio listeners, we are trying to
Here we go.
figure out,
Here we go.
Yeah.
How's
Production.
this sound? Tell you what, I'm ready for NASCAR. Like, I'm ready for fucking DW to jump on NASCAR. My dad looked at me. He was like, "Wow, you're really." And I had people watching us around because that was a 9-second clip. That was only a short. It was like a minute long, and I had people around. They're like, "Wow, you should really do this." I was like, "Listen, let me tell you, I do this for men's and women's slow pitch softball." They're like, "Oh, you're a fucking nerd." We're in the NASCAR Hall of Fame, and I was being called a nerd. But yeah, I would love to have DW on.
Off season
Cool.
shaping up.
So
Good talk.
Coco, you got an MFK for us or what? What do we
I do.
Way to take it. Thank you.
I
I was going
do.
to do the women's. Let's do the women's C
Oh,
real
the
quick.
women's C.
Yep, women's C.
yeah.
Women's C. Sorry, I was being a
No worries.
cunt. I'm drunk. Deal with it.
No. Not because you're
Women's
drunk.
C. Here we go. We got Alicia Besse from the Sharks, Miranda Dabb from the from Rally Pigs, Olivia Kenyon, a podcast favorite from the Sharks, Ashley Laramie, another Lynn girl, another Sharks favorite. We got Little Mama, Jordan McDermott. Follow her on Instagram. She does good selfies. Katie Pulselli, Sabrina Corrales, Savannah Tebow, our girl Sav, Shauna Luz from Venom, Kai Pacheco, Mandy Thornton, and Tessa Cote from the Rally Pigs. What I like about this women's C team, you got some 2 players from a top D team on this women's C team. Deb Larson, head coach, Katie Zuman, the assistant coach. So excited to see this team. I know, like, I've been talking to Jordan for about a month about this. She's fucking jacked up. Little Mama's excited. So this is going to be a great little women's C team. Hope they do well. But anyway, MFK time. Coco, what you got?
All right. Vodka, tequila, rum.
Ooh,
Oh, you're a cunt.
Because it's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. And then I have a
All right.
Christmas one after if you want.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna do. Hold on. Can you go with the Christmas one as well, and we'll decide which way we want to go first. We're gonna do both.
Okay.
Which one we go with first? Because
Frosty
I feel like the
Rudolph.
mailman's not gonna be great at the vodka tequila rum one.
I'm good at. I got it.
Okay. Coco,
Frosty
go.
Rudolph Grinch, the cartoon versions.
Oh, you're fun. All right, we're not doing the Christmas one. All right, we'll do the Christmas one quick.
Okay.
Frosty, Rudolph, and Frosty, Rudolph, and Grinch. I thought you were talking about cocktails for a second.
Like the originals, right?
Yes,
the
the
original.
cartoons. That's why. Yeah, it's not cartoon cocktails. That'd be a
Okay,
real dick move.
I'm gonna kill Rudolph. I'm gonna fuck Frosty, and I'm gonna marry the Grinch. Just because those are the 3 orders that I like. Those.
I'm gonna marry Rudolph for sure.
I hate that.
Rudolph's
I
such a whiny
fucking
bitch.
Oh,
I don't need
love
that in my
that
life.
movie though.
Dude,
I love Yukon
Wait,
Cornelius.
wait.
The greatest prospector in the North.
I don't
Are you
know,
kidding?
dude. It's like Pacification of America gets picked on. Come on, man.
You're
red
talking
Frosty
about the
stinks.
movie. We're talking, Corey.
The
Question:
movies.
Uh-huh.
They're like.
Are we
30
talking
to
about the
50
movies? Or
minute
are we talking
movies.
about the characters?
The movies.
the movie? Oh, I thought we were going movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want movies.
Yep.
Have you guys noticed that Frosty has like an oddly it's almost like a weird Rhode Island accent.
Autistic.
Everybody in that.
Yeah,
He's a Rhode
It-
Island
it-
autistic.
Yeah, Frosty is from Rhode Island.
I hate fucking Rudolph. I hate it. I don't know.
Oh
how
my
to do it.
god. I'm gonna fuck the Grinch and I'm killing Frosty. Frosty's
Ooh.
out. Frosty stinks.
I know, but
The
that's,
fucking magician with the eggs. Messy,
Yeah, but that's-
messy.
that's when
Get
you
that
live here.
out of here.
I don't know. I hate Rudolph.
Yeah.
Poor Rudolph. Fuck
I got
poor
rid of Rudolph. I don't like the little fucking Timmy Two Shoes either, whatever his name is. I want to be a dentist. Oh, go fuck yourself, bud.
Yeah.
Herbie, come
I don't give
on.
a shit what his name is.
Coco, what you got?
I also went marry Grinch, fuck Frosty, and kill Rudolph. Basically because Rudolph is a bitch.
Yeah.
So
Tighten up, man. Get tougher.
yeah,
He
instead
does.
they just he was
There's
the
great
original.
character
Everyone gets a medal.
Rudolph.
Poor
There's,
little Rudolph. Oh.
there's fantastic character development.
Rudolph fucking voted for Biden.
That's a whole nother episode. If we were going next week, that would be my political ticket talk. Like this would be my favorite. Like what I want for 2024, a presidential ticket. I would get into that if we were broadcasting next week.
Well, Dustin wants Rudolph with the Grinch for his presidential ticket. Just big bitch.
I bet that would win.
America
Rather
wouldn't
than
be
having
ready.
somebody who melts, rather than somebody who melts when it gets hot out.
America wouldn't be ready for my ticket for 2024.
You can get my brother.
And
out.
they are
political
two
rant.
political people. One of them you see their ads all the time. The other you don't yet because one's Democrat and fucking Biden's gonna run.
Question, real question. People are saying Cuban's selling because he's going to run for president. What do you think? That's a crock of shit.
Yeah, I do. I think it's
Yeah,
he's doing it because of Texas legalizing gambling shortly.
Yeah, I think the same thing too.
I'm marrying the Grinch. Like that movie,
Yeah.
you can go so many different ways with it. It's amazing. I'm having a hard time. Like Frosty's a bad motherfucker, whether you like his song or not. Frosty's a bad motherfucker. We all know Rudolph, but Rudolph's a little fucking twat. He's a little twat waffle.
How is
gonna-
Frosty a bad motherfucker? Please tell me how Frosty's a bad motherfucker.
He's got this.
Dude.
He's got. I mean, he can have the snow around him all year too.
He can rock a
Frosty's
hat.
fucking awesome. Rudolph is a
Melt.
little fucking loser. Rudolph is a fucking
Not about
loser.
Lu-
He's
it's
a bench
not
E
about
player.
Rudolph. It's not about
Rudolph
Rudolph.
is a
It's
bench
about,
E player.
it's about the band of brothers.
Hey, we gotta get Dylan Misfit Toys.
Yeah, they fucking go on an adventure. Frosty gets in a fucking train. The girl gets hypothermia, and then he melts in the fucking the greenhouse. Like,
Have you
what do
watched
we-
these movies recently? Because you are
No.
very much on point with what
Dude,
happens.
I just know dude. I watched them like every single year since I was.
I
little.
give these to
my
Dustin
nose, I got a
early so he
bad
can be
fit.
prepared.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'm marrying the Grinch. I'm fucking Frosty and I'm killing Rudolph. Although when it comes to Christmas carols and not Christmas movies, I am marrying Rudolph. I am fucking the Grinch and I'm killing Frosty. Although I do love the opening. Frosty.
What's the Grinch's
snowman.
song though?
You're a mean one.
You Mr.
Like
Grinch.
the mailman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
So
when
if-
you
if this was
fuck
the
a
Jim
whore at the
Carrey-
bar, you
I
go
don't
to
think
your
that's the one I have,
pediatrician
actually.
and get some penicillin.
The Grinch wasn't
Alright.
fucking anyone at the bar. That's why he was so pissed off.
yeah.
All right.
the Jim
So
Carrey
what's the
Grinch-
other one, Honey Bunny?
Pretty decent.
Yeah.
'Cause you were
Vodka.
gone last week, so we have to do 2.
Sure. Marry, fuck, kill, vodka, tequila, rum, and that's my order as well.
Me too, because I'm puking if I ever drink rum.
I'm going with that as well.
I can't
I'm
smell
going
it.
with that same exact thing. I don't mind all 3. I think vodka is just an easy
Yeah.
mixer.
If I smell rum, I'm gonna puke. There's just smell. I'm
So
gonna puke.
all 3 of you have gone vodka, tequila, rum.
Yeah.
Marry, fuck, kill.
hmm
And I think I know you're marrying.
Who am
think
I
know
marrying?
what- I think you're marrying tequila.
I would say that too.
Your
Ooh.
margaritas and your palomas.
Tequila's
So
rough every day, man.
So vodka. Here's my issue.
Okay.
Vodka is the vanilla bean of desserts.
You can
Vanilla
like-
bean.
Yeah,
Well,
you,
you
can do anything with it? Shucks.
Yeah.
I'd
You
hate to
can-
be married
you
to
can
something as
drink-
good as that.
you can drink vodka and puke and drink it again. These other 2 is tough to do.
Captain Morgan and I haven't gone on a date since 2000 or
Yeah,
1999.
Exactly. Like vodka, you can puke and do it again. These other 2, you can't.
But here's the thing, like I love vodka. I'm glad whiskey and like bourbon, scotch, and Irish whiskey weren't like this wasn't the MFK. Thank you, Corey.
Mhm.
Vodka's at least a fuck. It's either a marry or a fuck because vodka is so versatile. It's like a nice switch, right? It's like sometimes you want to be dominated and sometimes you want to do the dominating. And you just got to figure out what the sexual preference is for that evening.
If I'm
That's where
doing,
vodka is.
if I'm doing mixed drinks, I'm doing cherry vodka and Sprite all day.
Cherry
Jesus
vodka,
Christ, and
that's-
what sorority are you a part of?
None. I'm just saying, like that's it. If I want to go hard all night and not drink beer, that's what I'm doing. I can't 4 beers. I'm full. I can drink
Vodka.
30 of those.
vodka soda.
also
is my
drank-
mixed drink.
You've
at
also
night.
drank sweet tea or Honor Palmer every night you've been on here.
Yeah, I don't drink anymore.
I don't fault you for it, but
Once
I'm
or
also just
twice a
calling
month.
you out for it. Like
Yeah.
your decision making's a little like when it comes to this, your decision making's a little
hey,
fucking
When
fabricated.
Crystal's a bartender, you put that together. How was that
Well,
one?
I like that it's I don't drink anymore. Only once or twice a month. I think that's actually what normal drinking is.
I was talking to a coworker tonight, and she's like, "I love that you and we have the same amount of drinking. It's just like 4 nights a week."
Yeah. That's a
So-
light week.
Here's the thing. I feel like rum's gonna get killed. I love rum because I feel like rum, but I feel like I'd be drinking Bacardi and Coke when I go to season tickets, but that's about it. I'll drink a rum drink when I'm in like a tropic environment. So if I lived in Florida, I feel like, but like that's a lot of fruit juice. I'm not really like I've got one nice aged bottle of rum on my bourbon rack. And I don't touch it a ton. And I will make a hot toddy with an aged rum. Try it out. It's delicious. So now it comes down to vodka versus tequila. Vodka and tequila, you can drink any time of day, any day of the week.
No.
You can almost
I-
drink a lot of the same drinks with interchangeable.
Yeah, I
It's-
don't know what I feel about mixing tequila with a lot of stuff though.
Stop it. Stop it.
Well, what?
No.
Tequila and
Tequila's
soda
nice.
is one of the
It's
ranch
lovely.
waters, right? Is that a
Ranch water. Throw a lime in there. Fucking call myself a fucking dyke. A vodka and soda, lovely. You know, a Bloody Mary or a Bloody Maria. The difference is, I got it. I'm marrying tequila. I am
Ooh.
fucking vodka. I'm killing rum. I
Don't
am
do that.
marrying tequila. Don't you fucking shake your head at me.
No,
I'm
man.
marrying
Because-
tequila.
If you
Because-
puke on tequila, that's disgusting. Just think about that.
Be an
Every day
adult
you're
then.
gonna puke tequila. It don't
Be an
matter.
adult and choke your fucking vomit down and
It's
swallow
even
it.
worse, man. Oh, I can't
tequila
imagine.
the second time sounds delicious.
Yeah.
You can have a Nejo, a Reposado, or a Silver. Vodka, you can have Pop Off,
Vodka.
you can have Kettle, or you can have Grey Goose. Like,
Yeah.
that's it. At least with tequila, you can have different types of tequila in the sense of, in still being a family, different types of aging, which truly changes the body of the tequila.
Yes.
I'm marrying tequila.
I agree. It makes it
That's my thought.
smoother, but still, if you puked at one time, you got to drink that every day, man.
Yeah, but I can still make it in different ways. I can make a margarita. I can make it a Paloma. I can make a
You
bloody.
still-
I can make a fucking straight sipper. I can
You
fucking
can.
make it anything. You can take a nice silver and mix it with Sprite, and you're gonna get a little fucking kick to your fucking 3-year-old molestation, like Corey does.
That's my molestation is now 3 years old itself. Is that right? Is that what you just said?
That was more than tequila and the molestation. Merry Christmas, everybody.
One thing before, put some respect on. I don't think you were saying it negatively. That's Red Sox Hall of Famer Trot Nixon
I saw that.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
for the Red Sox.
For the
Him,
Red Sox.
Pedroia, and Papelbon. were
I'm
the-
sorry,
Mhm.
but out of those three, Trot Nixon was
My
by
dog.
far my favorite I love
Yeah.
Trot Nixon. He's
See, I
a
work-
dog.
I wear 15 because of Pedroia.
Oh.
So,
You're
Little
also a
man
foot
syndrome,
taller
got
than
it.
him.
it doesn't matter. He was a badass, dude.
I already.
Trot Nixon.
I
wrote
love
that book.
Pedroia. Well, here's the thing. Like Papelbon's,
Trot Nixon
Papelbon
wrote that
never
book.
got his Zoloft medication at the right levels.
No, he was a psychopath.
Nuts.
Yeah,
But Pedroia
I
and
liked him.
Nixon.
me too.
Well, you want your closer to be a fucking serial killer. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why Paul LaFond would be an amazing closer in the MLB. You want to be a serial killer, but like Pedroia and Nixon were just, I mean, in the words of Pat McAfee, a
Mhm.
dog.
Mhm.
Like they were. Like I love them. Oh my God, who the fuck was the right fielder for the Sox in the '90s? You'll remember.
Pedroia.
Darren-
Trot Nixon.
Da-
Troy
Darren-
O'Leary.
No, Darren Bragg.
Darren Bragg. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
He was a utility fucking
Mhm.
dog.
You've seen Pedroia's speech for Ortiz, right? From when he was like roasting him. That's the
Yeah.
All
best,
the
dude.
whatever.
Yeah, who's Dustin? you hit behind me 3,000 times. Now batting Dustin Pedroia.
All right, now that we're going off topic and whatever, y'all can tune out.
Oh no, shit! I already said Merry Christmas. I'm leaving.
All right, good night, Corey.
See you
Um,
guys.
See you there.
Shohei Otani deferring $680 million.
The Dodgers.
A
Are,
smart because he's not with California, Texas. But what the fuck?
yeah, the Dodgers. That's genius for him to do that.
He
They
was
can-
doing that with all the teams, though. I guess.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think he's doing it more there because he's not going to get taxes taken out as much.
That's.
Did you see the breakdown?
Yeah, it's crazy.
He was going to make like 32 a year.
Yeah.
From the 70.
hmm
That's insane.
Dude, they have the opportunity now to sign 2 or 3 big name guys. I think they're going to go after Trevor Bauer again. I'd love to see it.
What happened with that sexual harassment case? She wanted it.
She dropped it.
She dropped it.
I'm pretty sure she dropped it, and then he went ham on her. And since then, she's really hasn't said anything.
It's
It's bullshit.
allegedly. It's too bad. I like his content. If it
Mhm.
really is, if it really was a money grab, or if it was true, like whatever line that which way goes in, I don't read court documents. I barely.
Mhm.
I'm a recruiter, and I don't read job descriptions. So you think I'm going to read a court document?
She won't comment on it anymore.
But did she get paid off to not comment? Like,
No, he said
I-
he said he didn't give her a fucking dime.
I like Trevor Bauer. I liked him as a player. I thought he was good for
Mhm.
the game until a sexual
Allegedly.
assault. Yeah, allegedly a sexual assault thing came up.
Well, I mean, it sucks, man. Look what happened to that punter. He just got his shit.
Oh,
just got
yeah.
dropped, too.
From San Diego State.
Yeah, ruined
He
his
got
whole
drafted by the Bills in like the second round.
yeah, ruined his NFL career. Hopefully, he'll be able to get back. But
But on the flip side, think of all the women that have never came out
right,
about sexual assaults that
Yeah.
have had their lives ruined because
I agree.
I can't imagine that. Like,
Mhm.
I'm not. This isn't a fucking like fuck. I'm not trying. We're not trying to go deep, but it's just kind of like
Yeah.
being real in a sense of like there are pieces of shit that are women. There are pieces of shit that are men.
Mhm.
I don't know. You just want to see. You just want to see people that I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to. You're Trevor Bauer. Why'd you have to bring up Trevor Bauer? I like Trevor Bauer too. Like,
You see what the Japanese pitcher said that he wants to talk to the Yankees again. You think he's going to go there?
why would you go to the Yankees?
It's a big market. They love those foreign players when they come to New York. They make so much money.
I would go to the fucking Dodgers with Shohei. But you're going to be second fiddle. You're not going to be Shohei. You're going to be second fiddle to Shohei.
Yeah, but they're good friends, though. You don't care.
You're going to make a fucking shitload of money anyway.
Mhm.
Baseball needs a cap. Because Shohei in 1 year, even without his deferment, $70 million a year is making more money than like 8 franchises.
I think it was 8. I thought I was going to say 10, but I think it was 8.
Like I know it's the Guardians,
Indians.
Royals, A's. A's are like $30 million payroll. Like fuck,
Mhm.
get them the fuck. I feel bad. My buddy's a big A's
They're,
guy.
they're moving, aren't they? Aren't they going
Yeah,
to
they're going to
Vegas?
Las Vegas.
Mhm.
I hope they make like Oakland. You fucked your own fucking baseball team.
Mhm. What was the other? Wasn't there a basketball team talking about leaving? What was it? The Wizards leaving Washington to go to Virginia?
Washington, no, Golden State would be leaving Oakland, which they already did. Which they went to like San Francisco.
Someone was moving their basketball franchise to Virginia.
Oh, the Wizards, Washington Wizards. So the Wizards and the Capitals
Mm-hmm.
are both owned by the same owner. Ted Leonsis, who owns was it Etihad Airways. He's going to move them across the river. It's 15 minutes away without
Mhm.
traffic. If you've ever driven through DC, there's a
Yeah.
shitload of traffic.
Mhm.
And he's going to make a compound over there, which I'm a little disappointed in. The Capital One Arena in downtown DC, in Chinatown, is fucking awesome. In America, at least in the Eastern Conference, you take out the Montreal in the playoffs when that place is rocking. It is the best arena to watch a playoff hockey game or a hockey game with high intensity.
You said in all of hockey or just the conference?
I'm going to take the Eastern Conference because I do think when like San Jose was rocking was great.
How about Tampa Bay? What isn't that? Don't they say that's
Not even Tampa Bay's awesome. Tampa Bay's fun. I'm telling you, when Washington was going,
Mm-hmm.
Washington's better than Tampa Bay.
Really?
It's better than the Amalie Arena. Even in the playoffs, it's better. And the sightlines are great. Like I don't think he's like, I need $800 million for renovations. No, you don't. Hey, you make that in a fucking year.
Yeah.
I don't like when these owners want all this taxpayer money. Go fuck yourself. Although we'll take taxpayer money.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get taxpayer money?
We don't.
We don't. Yeah.
We don't.
All right, everybody. You know what? Here's a question for you two that are left.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys do? What do you guys do for Christmas? Actually, the mailman. I know kind of what D does for Christmas.
Mhm.
What's your Christmas situation looking like this year? For now that you're in a
Yeah.
different state than
So
Connecticut.
it's gonna be way different. Usually we go to my brother's. We open presents at home. We go to my brother's because he works. So we got to get there like 11 because he goes to work at 2:30. We usually have like a little thing, have breakfast there. He goes to work. We hang out with the kids, and then we usually just went back home and hung out with either Crystal's family or mine. But this year we're just going to her dad's. We'll come home. I think a couple times we went to the movies actually on Christmas. When the movies were open, we would just go to the movies.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What type of movie are you seeing? Is there a
So that new Willy Wonka movie's out. So if we don't go see it this weekend, we'll probably see that on Christmas.
Timothy
right, nice.
Chalamet
Mm-hmm.
as Wonka.
Yeah.
And D, are you continuing Christmas tradition of Christmas Eve at your house with the Moores and your sister?
Yeah, so actually we're doing it on the day before that. So we're doing it on Saturday. Then we have Jocelyn's family on Christmas Eve, and then her parents and her sister are coming over Christmas Eve, staying the night, doing Christmas the next day, and then we have at noon or a little bit later after dinner or whatever, we have to like clean up and then do birthday shenanigans for the kiddo because he's a Christmas baby. So
Oh, fun.
yeah, so he turns 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll tell you
It's
what.
fun, and it's fun until like 4, and then he starts like, yeah, you'll see, you'll find out.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Once they get into their teenage years, we'll start setting up blind dates.
Yeah.
Well, thanks
What do
for
you got going on?
I've actually got a pretty busy weekend. On the 23rd, we're doing dinner with my father-in-law and his girlfriend's daughters. My sister-in-law can't make it up. Christmas Eve, we have a huge Christmas Eve party with my with Amanda's father side of his family, which is always a blast. It's the first time we've actually been to attend since COVID started, because COVID canceled it. I had COVID the next year, and then last year we were in Germany. So looking forward to it. We're going to be able to attend it this year. And then Christmas, we do Christmas on Christmas Eve morning. It's just going to be Amanda and I. And then Christmas, my sister-in-law is going to be here. We'll just hang out, do maybe a present or two, and then go to my father-in-law's for Christmas. So it's going to be a pretty low-key and enjoyable day. There's going to be a lot of COD being played and having some fun. So
Nice.
yeah. Well, everybody, listen, appreciate everybody throughout this entire year. I feel like this is another year the podcast has taken another fucking huge jump, and it wouldn't be possible without y'all. Y'all are the reason we're fucking here. You're the reason why we continue to kind of grow. We do this because we have fun, but you're the reason why we continue to grow. So thanks for all the support. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah to all our Jewish followers as well.
Mm-hmm.
And to the Amish people, keep playing softball and no shoes. We'll talk to you next year.
See you later, guys.